Hey, guess what? I'm Shaggy Kudo, and I'm the other guy. The other guy's Father Jay from the Insane Clown Posse. That's right, and we want you to remember where to go for the greatest podcast, the greatest interviews, and the greatest tips on how not to be molested. That's right, right on Carnival Spirits, Carnival Spirits, and you'll get right to it. It's with Scotty Balls, BeastMaster, and Kelly Green, Too Fresh. That's right, too goddamn fresh for you. Subscribe. Know what I'm saying?
What's up, Carnival Spirits? Are we live? Apparently we had some sort of glitch and the stream ended prematurely. So I had to do a little start over, a little do-over. I apologize for that. I hope I didn't confuse too many people. But on with the show. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I was in the middle of introducing today's episode, and then all of a sudden I realized that there was a comment in the live chat saying that he couldn't connect. And then I realized I wasn't live streaming anymore. So I had to fix that shit. All right. I see the chat's filling up again. My apologies for the false start. Lots of glitches when you go live. I couldn't have anticipated that. Not really sure why it happens, but on with the fucking show. I'm really excited about today's episode. Hopefully people can find the video after, I had the first one up for so long. Let's see here. Yeah, the first video was live 22 minutes ago. And now we are live in a new video. So let me just delete the old one to avoid confusion. And I'll give a couple of seconds for people to file in because, if you were watching before and you got disconnected, whatever happened, it was my fault. So my bad, guys. But I fixed it, and we're back. And today is going to be an incredible episode because I've got an amazing guest, and this is officially the Valentine's Day theme of the year because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So I've got some Valentine's Day topics on hand, as well as current events, new music, some blast from the past, and some more freshness. And of course, we're doing a live giveaway at the end of the show, maybe even before the end of the show. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do these live giveaways, Yeah, it's all good. I understand there were some glitches, but what's up, Mr. Nobody Man? We got Colin, we got Jeremy, and there were a bunch of heads that were in here before that I'm not seeing in the chat. So if you're with me and you're watching live, chime in the chat. And I'll also say this, if you're interested in entering the free live giveaway that we'll be doing later, even before you know what the prize is going to be, let me know in the chat and I will make sure to include you. When the time is right. I've been also thinking about ways to, help incentivize. I've been thinking of ways to incentivize more interaction and more, to increase the viewership and to help spread the word about, live giveaways. But it's all a work in progress. All I know is that today's going to be a fucking awesome episode. I'm hyped for it, and I'm glad to see that people are back. The views are going back up. I know I threw you all for a loop by ending early for some reason. I really don't know why that happens, but you know what? The show goes on. So we're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, and I think we're also live on Twitch, although I've never actually gone on to Twitch to check and see if that shit's working. If anybody's watching the BeastMaster show on Twitch, let me know. All right, so Nobody Man, you're entered in the giveaway. Absolutely. I won't forget when the time is right. And anyone else who wants in on the live giveaway that we'll be doing later, you don't have to wait until we start. you could make my job easy and let me know that you're down to win some free shit at any point during the live stream. And, you know, and of course, super chats are welcome. Thank you very much, Clown Love, for that $2. All right, so let's go on with the opening monologue. This is the point where I lost y'all, and I realized that we weren't fucking broadcasting anymore when I was about to, you know, start opening monologue, station notification, you know, stuff. But I'm gonna try not to end the broadcast early. I must have just hit the button or something. I don't know. Shit gets fucked. But let's see. The first thing on the list is I want to remind y'all that I have recently created link trees for myself and Carnival Spirits, and I'd like to show you, and I'd like to just point out that in the description of this video, wherever you're watching, you'll find the link tree where you can connect to all my social media and all the music outlets where you can hear my album, and you can follow me or friend me or however that works. And I've got the same thing going on for Carnival Spirits as well. Let me just pull up the link tree for Carnival Spirits. And, you know, if you are not already subscribed to Carnival Spirits on YouTube, make sure you do that. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when other crew members are going live. You know, you got Don Chaos doing the Hours of Chaos. By the way, this Thursday, this previous Thursday, Don Chaos had the dopest fucking interview with DJ Chunk. That's Ouija Max DJ. And wow, that was a really good conversation. DJ Chunk seems like a really chill dude, and him and Chaos just had a real nice chemistry. Real good stream. You can find that on Carnival Spirits YouTube channel exclusively. And DJ Chunk is also going to be the special guest judge on next week's That Shit Trash, That Shit Fire live stream on Midwest United Juggalos channel. And that's a week from yesterday that they'll be doing that. You know, last week they had Devereaux on the show as a special guest judge, and you know, they played a couple of my songs, and you know, Devereaux found out that I rapped. He had no idea, but he's a friend of the channel, and I want to shout those guys out. I'm probably going to submit a couple more tracks to Team MUJ, you know, to get it played on their show. I don't care if I win. I just want more people to hear my music. It's a great opportunity. You don't actually have to be a musician if you do artwork. You know, they're showcasing you know, other things besides music. You know, like Wicked Threads, is that his name? Which, by the way, Wicked Threads is his name on YouTube and Facebook is Kun Amor. And last week, I got to admit to this, I fucked up. Last week on the show, Kun Amor entered the live giveaway, and after I played the BeastMasteR song of the week, I saw a comment that I misread, and I actually thought that he was dissing me, when in fact he was complimenting me. And I don't know if I think I took a screenshot. Hold on, let me see if I can find the screenshot, because I'm such an idiot. Yeah, here it is. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to fess up, because this is my bad. I got to fucking come clean, you know. And let me just make this message a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. All right, because on the show last week, you know, I entered like 8 or 9 people into the live giveaway, and let me just put this down here. And then I played the song of the week, right? And then I saw a comment, and I was like, oh shit, it looks like this guy wants out of the giveaway, because I thought that he had commented gay as fuck. which is rude. And what I now realize that what I actually did was I misread the comment. And when I went on Facebook after the stream was over, I reread the comment on Facebook, and it was actually gas as fuck, which has a completely different meaning. And so I told him, I was like, yo, I apologize for misreading your comment. I thought you were dissing. And he was like, nope, I love it. So, you know, I can't keep up with you kids and lingo and expressions. Gas as fuck, read as gay as fuck. So I thought he wasn't impressed with Haphazardous, the track we played last week. And anyways, that was my bad. And this dude is actually Wicked Threads on Instagram, and I've actually shared his artwork before. Actually, let me pull that up right now. Let me give this guy a quick plug, because he's got great work, and you can actually see a lot more of his freshness on last week's episode of That Shit Trash, That Shit Fire. Team MUJ had him on the stream, okay, and so he was really showcasing a lot of his stuff. But let me show you real quick Wicked Threads Instagram page, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. He does custom patchwork, merchandise like t-shirts and pants, and he's provided clothing for Ouija Mac, I guess, and look at this custom ashtrays, like these fucking masks, which are probably not going to protect you from COVID with those big ass mouth holes. Just saying. Yeah, but this is gas as fuck. I swear, I am not hip to all of the new expressions out there, and especially when I'm reading it, and I just really fucked up there. So I want to apologize to Wicked Threads for. I'm glad I didn't blow off the handle too, because sometimes I tend to get carried away, and people get pissed at me because I got a short fuse sometimes. But it's crazy how you can lose friends just by being a dick sometimes, and people got fucking clashing egos and all that fucking silly shit. But yeah, I got to give a shout out. This guy's got dope fucking custom clothing. Just he'll take any shirt, he'll tie dye it for you, he'll take patches, and he'll just turn it into original works of art. So shout out to Wicked Threads. That stuff's really fucking cool. All right, what's next on the agenda? Oh yeah, I gotta tell you this. Last week we were talking about D-Lyrical with Wicked Wood. Actually, Wicked Wood's in the chat right now. What's going on? We were talking about D-Lyrical, and because D-Lyrical is featured on Wicked Wood's newest album, Simulated Reality. I'm rocking the shirt right now, and just like a day or two after the stream, come to find that was D-Lyrical's birthday. And so I want to wish a happy belated birthday to D-Lyrical. Dale is the homie, the OG original Juggalo who recorded with Violent J on the karaoke machine, infamously on creating the album Intelligence and Violence eons ago. And Carnival Spirit's own Lakeland Lunacy actually surprised the internet with this dope ass D-Lyrical illustration. He dropped this the day after his birthday, but gotta love Lakeland Lunacy's imaginative illustrations. And yeah, so he dropped this I guess for D-Lyrical's birthday. I reshared it. I reposted it on Carnival Spirits, as I always do. Got to give Lakeland Lunacy those props. And yeah, he just today we shared another one. Ronnie fucking Tiger. This is Shaggy Two Dope's alter ego from the Shaggy and the Creep show. This shit is awesome. Fucking just soak that in for a second. yeah, shout out to Lakeland Lunacy. We definitely have more surprises in store for you regarding that shit. And oh man, there's so much going on Carnival Spirits Instagram that I'm getting ahead of myself. But because we're going to talk about everything, okay? But one thing at a time, one thing at a fucking time, all right? And we're running late, I know, but you know what? We had a late false start today, so it's fine. You know how we do. We're gonna just roll with the punches. But I'm going to once again remind y'all that there is currently a award ceremony, a virtual award thing happening on Replicon Radio, which if you are into that kind of thing, voting for your favorite artists, for like underground music videos of the year, mixtapes of the year, EPs of the year, producer of the year, graphic design artist of the year, event of the year. And then over here on the far whatever side, opposite side of me over here, we've got radio show podcast YouTuber of the year, and Carnival Spirits is nominated. So if you want to vote for Carnival Spirits or anybody else on the list, head over to repliconradio.com. And I already told y'all my vote's going to Don Chaos for the Hours of Chaos, because this is for 2020. And Don Chaos has busted out like 118 episodes of his podcast. And he deserves that vote. So that's what I'm giving him. And but again, if you guys want to vote for Carnival Spirits, we're up on there. And it is my hope that the BeastMasteR show gets that nomination next year for my efforts here in 2021, doing a live stream every Saturday afternoon for y'all. And yeah, shout out to Replicon Radio. It's an honor to be nominated. All right, I don't give a fuck about winning nothing, but I do like to be included. And Carnival Spirits has been going 9 years strong in this social media game, broadcasting live for half that time, more than half that time. We're making videos for Juggalos and creating content for the fam. So, yo, what up, Scotty Balls? Keeping it scrubbing. Yo, what up, Cali Green 2 Fresh? Who else is in this piece? We got Adam Unholy up in here. I already shared a comment, but we got Leroy Jenkins. We got Midian, AU Stalker. Yo, what's up? We got Josh Bleen up in here. That's what's up. All right, so I got to continue because you know what? I also gotta reshare the link to join this stream to my guest because this is a different stream than the one I had before. So let me just send that. I had to restart the stream. Here is the new link. All right. Can't join the show if you don't have the link. All right, what's next on the list here? I'll say shout out to Speak Your Cloud podcast, Mike Sears. He actually had me on the stream for like a hot 10-15 minutes at the end of their 2-hour stream. I chopped it up with him and Roan Bone of Beneath the Dirt, Luke the Goon, and Spooky Tuesday from the Bender Boys. And that was kind of cool because I don't normally participate in late night live streams, and because I have the day off today, I was able to stay up late and I was watching them for a minute, and I jumped on and I chopped it up. It was fun. That was a good time. What up, Steve? What's up, Skinny G? And yeah, so shout out to Speak Your Clout podcast. Mike Sears is a good dude, New Englander, juggalo, hip hop head, and all right, here's another good one here. All right, I'm pretty fucking stoked about this one. The homie Cali Green, the homie Cali Green got himself on ICP's The Zen of Love podcast last weekend. Oh man, so fucking funny. I'm not gonna play you the clip, but I will show you. I will show you the. Where is it? Here we go. Oh man. So let me just mute this here. So Callie Green calls in to ICP's Zen of Love podcast, on the Patreon, live streams that ICP is doing. And so he asks, they're taking like questions for relationship advice and stuff. And he, let me just play the question.
Oh, homie, how's it going?
So you can see, and as you can see by the title of the video, ICP tells Callie Green to slap a dildo on his head and throw a 70-year-old man in the mix. It's really funny. And, props to Callie Green Too Fresh, getting himself, on their stream. Yeah, it's a really good watch. And obviously, if you're subscribed to ICP's Patreon, yeah. Yeah, you're not kidding, Scotty Balls. Copyright strike coming in 3, 2, 1. No. Yeah, I know. We can't be playing music and other people's podcasts on our channel. It's just not worth it. You never know when they're gonna strike. So I don't be doing that shit no more. Yeah, can't have it. But that's fucking awesome. I actually wanted to call in, except I am not looking for any type of relationship or love advice from ICP, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Again, if you want to hear the full answer that Callie Green got, just head on over to Carnival Spirits YouTube channel, watch the 10-minute clip. And definitely, we're going to be talking more about ICP's Patreon and some things with ICP very soon. Probably once my guest joins. But let's see, what else do I have for you guys? Let's see. All right, how about this one? Oh, I guess I already mentioned this. Already mentioned it, but I'll mention it again, and I'll show you guys the page, because there's only 6 days until Friday, when Team MUJ has That Shit Trash, That Shit Fire, featuring special guest judge DJ Chunk. But like I said, DJ Chunk was just on Carnival Spirits a couple of days ago, talking it up with Don Chaos on the Hours of Chaos podcast, and it was a really dope conversation. I learned a lot about DJ Chunk, and so I am looking forward to this upcoming live stream, where hopefully they're going to play some more BeastMasteR music. I haven't really decided what songs I'm going to send them this time. First time I sent them Retroactive, and I sent them The Monolith, which are 2 of my favorite tracks from my album. But no, I have not talked about Yum Yum Lore yet. That's coming. That's coming soon. All right. So I talked about this. I talked about that. All right. I'm going beat by beat here. I'm not going to miss anything. Nothing on my list is getting skipped. And I'm still waiting for my special guest. So let me just send them one more message, let them know I'm ready when they are. And in the meantime, I guess what I'll do is I will cover this week's 30 years of Insanity, ICP's celebration of 30 years in the game. They've been releasing little images, celebrating all of their catalog. Most recently, the Christmas EP released in 1994. Before that, they released this one, which is Shaggy Two Dope's solo debut, the Fuck Off EP. And we actually did a bloody birthday video for this. So I'm going to play that clip. But I'm going to do that a little bit later because it looks like the special guest has arrived. And I really want to bring them on and get this show on the road because it's already almost 4 o'clock. But yeah, they also been celebrating the Dead Pumpkins. So it looks like they're not just doing the full lengths; they're doing the EPs and they're doing the singles. That maybe they're going to celebrate like every single Hallowicked single release as well. I have never seen a Dead Pumpkins cassette in person, but I do have. Well, I guess I'll show you guys when they share the picture. But I do have a Hallowicked cassette from the 90s that they sent me once as compensation for not having what I originally ordered. You know, because long before Hatchet Gear, they just had like the fan club, mailing list. And so, anyways, that's a story for another time. And I see more people filing in the chat. I see KJ Riddle. I see Mary Beth. What's going on? And you motherfuckers are the shit. I really appreciate y'all watching the live stream. So let me pull up today's flyer, and we'll bring the special guest on. I'm really excited. All right. So, as you know, each week we have a different guest, and right now I would like to welcome to the BeastMasteR show the one and the only Illegal. That's right, I've got Illegal in the house, and without further ado, what is up?
What up?
How you doing, Illegal? Welcome to Carnival Spirits.
I'm so happy to be here. What's up?
I'm happy to have you here. Nice shirt, 665. That's what's up.
Yep. Hey, we gotta linger, this Fred Fury era as long as we can because it's about to be over. So
it's about to be over.
I'm still fighting back in this bitch.
No doubt. And you know what? Everybody's actually really eager to talk about what's coming, and I have been biding my time. Look, I haven't brought up the upcoming Joker's card pretty much at all, with the exception of maybe once or twice last year, on episode 5 or 6, when they first announced sorry, we're gonna postpone the gift bags and the EP and the Yum Yums lore, and so I've been just avoiding the conversation because I just feel like it's pointless to talk about it until something happens, and then all of a sudden this week, something happens.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm ready for the new era. I'm ready for the female Joker card. I think we all are. So.
Yes, I definitely am as well. Here, let me throw this back up on the screen because I actually have the graphic right here that we were blessed with. So I'm really digging the artwork on the fonts, the way that ICP has I can't call them tentacles.
Yeah, I think it is I think it's like tentacles from the Carnival,
Well, I think what it is, it's like roots, Little Shop of Horrors, the vines of the flower, So, and then the Y's on Yum Yum lore have the little jaws on them. So this is it's just really exciting because I mean a new Joker's card is not just a new album of music. It's a whole fucking era that it's like Chinese New Year. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like you're waiting for the moon to fucking align with Saturn and Uranus to bring positive vibes to the fucking Juggalo universe,
Yeah, absolutely. And the stars have aligned and we're fucking ready. We're fucking ready. And it's been a long time coming,
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, Fred Fury, let me just pull this off the screen for a second. Fearless Fred Fury took forever to come out. That was the longest we ever had to wait for a Joker's card. But that was a couple of years ago. And even though we didn't know that there was a new Joker's card coming until October, when they just like surprised us with the fact that, you know, and of course they over promoted and they're like, oh, it's coming out on Christmas. And, you know, they get us all excited. But, you know, who would have thunk that they'd have their next Joker's card ready that soon? I'm just saying that it hasn't been the longest time.
Right.
In between these two Joker's cards. It was a long ass time waiting for Fred Fury. So much so we got all the merch ahead of time. People were able to buy Fearless Fred Fury shirts and jerseys before they ever heard the album. That was a first.
Well, the amulet at the gathering at Woopstock was the Fred Fury face, and it was like that was way before it actually dropped. You know,
right.
like 9 months. You know, so
you never had that. It was always the merch came with and after the album, not the other way around.
Right. Right. But I fucking love Fred Fury. Can I just say, like, that's why I'm repping, and I just want to say that this whole era has been very powerful, I think, for us juggalos, dealing with a lot of things in our personal lives and overcoming fear and overcoming all the bullshit we've had to deal with. And I've loved this era personally. Like, every time I put on Fearless Fred Fury, it's going to take me back to a place that was really hard. It was a really hard few years. I think a lot of us can say that. And so I'm ready to kind of put that behind and welcome in some new energy, feminine energy. And, you know, hopefully, like, I don't know. I keep hearing them drop little hints about songs with the new like Patreon streams. Like, they're dropping little hints about, oh, we have a song about that. Oh, we have a song about that. And it's like positive ass fucking shit. And that's what we need right now, you know?
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been missing a lot of the Patreon stuff. I hope to play catch up soon.
Yeah, I'm catching up too. It's tough. Life is so busy.
There's a lot going on. I mean, there's so much to watch. The Juggalo YouTube community has never been busier. Plus, you got Shaggy and the Creep Show.
Yep.
Like 1 million fucking streams.
Yeah, those guys are always on something.
Yeah, so it's like I have always been like the hardest working motherfuckers, and I think they just never let up, you know. And so just while we're on the topic of Fred Fury, I just thought I'd give a shout out to Joker's Gallery, who has been dropping these animated music videos, most recently for Freedom.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen this is posted up on Fago Lover's YouTube channel. And yeah, I just played like the last couple seconds of it so you can see his logo there. But Joker's Gallery is the one who does the 20 the 20-year anniversary documentaries on albums. Like, most recently he did a documentary on Limp Bizkit, which I skipped that one because I am not a fan of Limp Bizkit. But he's done a bunch of really cool, and he's taken submissions from myself and other juggalos to talk about their favorite parts of like the Jekyll Brothers, or so stuff like that.
Well, no, I'm familiar, and I follow, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. Just real quick on the Freedom song. Yeah. So I mean, that is one of the most epic ICP songs I think to ever be written into existence. That song is powerful as fuck. And if you're ever having a bad day, like, you really need to just put that shit on, and like, it sums it up. It's like, you're alive. You should be lucky to be alive. Like, you have the freedom to take control of your life. And I think a lot of us have, despite all of the, bullshit that we've been dealing with for the past year, So I don't know. I feel like I should put that song on and fucking play it really loud.
Yeah, no doubt. And for me, I feel like preaching to the choir when I say stuff like ICP is therapeutic to me. And, music in general is something I use to lift my spirits. And going to concerts is something that I've always found to be cathartic as fuck. And, some of my favorite artists just put on amazing shows, and nobody does it better than ICP. And there's a reason why, you know, we're all super down and fanatical.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to ask you this first, because while we're talking, I'm going to find and pull up the video and we're going to look at it. But what was the tour where we were in Connecticut, or was it Rhode Island or Connecticut, where I was up on stage filming during the Fago Armageddon, and I got some footage of you? Do you remember what tour it was? Because I want to pull that clip up and play it at some point today.
I'm trying to remember. It was pre-Fred Fury, so.
Okay. I'm scrolling back on my channel and I'm trying to, but it was definitely after the Juggalo March, right? So maybe it was.
Yeah, it was October 2018, and it was in Hartford, Connecticut. Okay,
well, that's going to help me because I've got all of my my live concert footage uploaded to a separate channel.
Oh, it's Fury. Was it the Fury tour?
It might be.
I don't know.
Let's see here. I've got.
But that footage is awesome that you have.
Yeah, it was really cool because I had done the VIP, so that means we got the free pass to go up for Fago Armageddon. And you know, at the Palladium, they fuck with you and they don't like it when you take videos and stuff. Like I almost get kicked out of every Palladium show just for fucking trying to film. But in Connecticut, they don't give a shit. So I brought the GoPro, and yeah, that thing is waterproof. Brought it right up on stage, not afraid to get Fago on it, and I just got like great footage on that show.
Oh my God, that's epic. That was an epic night for me. I was really going through some shit during those times, and I needed that night so bad, and it was so much fun to reconnect with all my friends, because I had just moved back from Denver. I was there for 5 years, so to see everyone right after I moved back, epic ICP show, and then like, you know, the fact that you got it all on tape is like amazing.
I think it might have been Fury Fest, because I'm seeing here that I've got footage from I got a lot of footage from Fury Fest, and if I'm not wrong, it might be Pass Me By, the last song. Let me just see if it's going to tell. Man, I didn't write down.
Serial killer.
Oh, so this is footage from Providence, Rhode Island. Is that it? No, that's not it. Okay.
That was later. That was like later the next year, I think.
I got a lot of footage. That sucks. I should see. I always like am scrambling at the last minute to get everything prepared, and I had a lot of stuff to prepare for today's episode. We got a lot of music to talk about today as well. And you know, a part of me wanted to like clue you into some of the topics ahead of time to give you a chance to like, you know, be prepared or add. But I think more, you know, of your, you know, spur of the moment reaction will be just as amusing, you know, for the viewers and myself and for you, hopefully, because we're going to be talking about music that came out this week. And I also have a special Valentine's Day themed playlist of music where I'm going to talk about my top 20 favorite love songs. And
well, all right then.
That's right. I'm putting it all out there, and for the first time ever, I'm actually going to share the links to this music to my my own personal Spotify playlist. So if everybody watching actually wants to click the link and check out the songs, you can do it that way instead of, you know, looking it up yourself. I've already got them in a playlist. And if you fuck with Spotify, you can go click that shit and check it out yourself.
Yeah, I definitely do. I love Spotify. I have so many freaking playlists. It's not even funny.
I do too. All my playlists are private. Like I don't really like share my playlists, but I made 2 of them public just for the BeastMasteR show, so that the viewers can check that shit out. I mean, really, it just makes so much sense. It's the easiest way to share music, I feel.
Yeah.
I could have made a YouTube playlist, but you know, I don't know who's getting paid off of YouTube if they're like bootleg uploads. At least on Spotify, you know that it's legit, like the artists, and so they'll get like their, you know, 15 cents or 3 cents per play. You know, whatever Spotify.
It's more like 0.002 cents.
That's what I meant. 0.0016 cents. Like.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's pretty wild.
It is. It is. But yeah, I love Spotify. I've had my album up on there for like almost a decade before even Spotify took off. And so it just kind of sits there and I'm like, hey, so.
Yep. Same with me. I mean, I put my album up on there and sometimes I click it and just to see, and it's like, you have 2 monthly listeners. I'm like,
yeah.
One of them is me.
I know. It's funny, but hey, at least we tried.
That's right. That's right. So listen, we do have a lot to talk about, but at the same time, like I want to talk about what you have going on. Like I want to let people know that you've got a really dope YouTube channel that you've been working on for what, just the past year, like 1 year, less than a year now. It's a new channel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very new. Yeah,
I want to promote that. I want people to know what you're doing, and then of course, we'll dive into more of that later. But can you just kind of introduce it and tell everybody what you've been up to lately?
Yeah, so the YouTube channel I started is for Dark Carnival Tarot. It's me basically just reading tarot cards. I mostly just use the Dark Carnival deck as I find I relate to it really well. I do have a video that kind of explains how I got into it all, and I can definitely talk about that. But basically, it's youtube.com/illygalaxy, all one word, illygalaxy. And yeah, I was uploading like 1 or 2 videos a month up until like last fall. Recently I got a promotion at work, and so I work a ton. So I haven't had a lot of extra time, but when I do, I definitely try to upload videos that kind of correspond with certain astrological events, full and new moons, just different things going on where I feel really pulled to, be a channel, I guess, and help some messages get out to maybe people that need to hear them in that moment. So I have a lot of fun with it. I've gotten nothing but positive feedback. So I'm really thrilled about that. I just reached over 100 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that's
actually you have 117 subscribers.
Hey!
I'm about to drop the link to your channel in the live chat right now.
Nice.
So everybody can go increase that number for you. I know that you did a free tarot giveaway when you hit 111 subscribers. Yeah. Is there a reason? Was the 111 like a significant number? Is it kind of cool that you're on the 11th episode of the BeastMasteR show as well?
Yes, it actually like flipped my wig when I saw that, because I am big into synchronicity, especially when it comes to numbers. And I just feel like the number 11 has been very prominent in my life, whether it's 1111 or 222 or 333. Like it's just a lot of, I see a lot of repeating patterns within numbers.
Yeah.
And I love numbers. And so it's sweet that I'm on episode 11. And then, yeah, I thought 100 subscribers would be cool, because that's when YouTube lets you have your own like URL handle.
Right.
So I thought that was a good milestone to get to, but I said it was boring. Who wants 100 subscribers? I'm like, let's make it 111, so.
That's what's up. Yeah, I definitely, I like the number 11 myself. My reason for it is I used to play soccer in high school. My number was 11 when I played soccer in high school. I think that was my number. I had different numbers like in earlier, elementary school teams, but in high school, my number was 11 all 4 years. So
I love that.
Yep. And, so right now I'm looking at your channel. Let me pull this up so people can actually take a look at it. Give a visual here. And I hope you guys go subscribe and show some love. Tarot reading is interesting to me. We've had a few different people do tarot readings here on Carnival Spirits over the years. Just, a few odd live streams. Like one time, the homie Miss Jinx was doing live readings for us on a special Halloween stream we were doing. That was a few years ago.
Nice.
And I don't know anything about it, but I have also gotten a personal reading from, I don't remember her name, but it's one of Rachel Paul's homies, that she brings to the gathering with her. And it was actually at DCG Con a couple of years ago, where I met her and she gave me a reading. And I swear every time I watch one of your readings, or anytime someone does a tarot reading, it really blows my mind. I don't understand how that shit works. I really am kind of like not knowledgeable about it, but it reminds me of, let me just go a little bigger screen here. It reminds me of rune casting. I don't know if you know about rune casting, but that's what I'm into. My dad and I, you know, we're Vikings, you know, full-blooded Norwegian. And, you know, when we went to Norway in 2017 in the summertime, I missed the gathering that year, I think. Yeah, because I went to Norway instead to visit family, and we cast runes every morning, you know, asked a different question. And, you know, it's just really cool. And, you know, and I don't know how many of our viewers, shout out to all 17 live viewers, by the way. I love it when I see that number. But I don't know how many of you guys like know about tarot reading or care about it, but it's really fascinating to me. And so I just want to share the love, because I get something every time I experience a reading. I get something out of it, and it's just really dope, you know. What got you into tarot, you know? Yeah,
so it's a little bit of a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. So I've always been into metaphysical stuff, you know, spiritual stuff, you know, tapping into all of that. And you know, I knew about the Dark Carnival Tarot, Rachel's deck, and I always thought it was amazing, but never really thought much about it until my good friend Colin. I don't know if she's tuned in right now, but if she is, what up, Colin?
Earlier, and I had to restart my stream, and I did see her in the chat originally earlier on. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, so she ended up getting a deck, and she would do readings, and occasionally she'd like, you know, let me pull a couple cards, and oh, there she is. What up, girl? But yeah, she actually is the one who got me into it. And in 2018, we actually lost someone close to us. My boyfriend Rob decided to go to Shangri-La and leave us here on Earth. And so we did a reading. Just shortly after his passing, and I'm floored at what came through. Like, we cried, we hugged and cried, and like every card that came through was like him speaking directly to us, and it was just it blew me away. And ever since that moment, I said I gotta get into this, and it was kind of like my way of speaking to him. You know, because I would pull cards and I would feel his vibe and his messages coming through. So that was the big push for me to personally get into tarot in general, but especially the Dark Carnival Tarot, because like some of the cards even look like him. And I know Rachel and him didn't even like know each other. You know what I mean? But
I have the deck myself. I actually, you know, I collect artwork and I support Juggalo artists. So, you know, I've pretty much purchased every deck that she's made, and I love her art. You know,
her art is amazing. Like, she's so talented. So, Rachel,
yeah, it's in the closet over. It's in the cupboard over here. I should have busted those out, but it's fine. You know, you guys know what that shit looks like. Rachel Paul. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh look, 3 of Fagos. Yeah, no, it's a great deck. It's beautiful. It's helped me learn more about just the regular, like, tarot Rider-Waite, you know, because every card has a card that correlates to in the regular tarot. So like knowing what I know about Juggalo, folklore, and ICP and the carnival, it's like you pull a card and you can kind of already know what each card means just if you're a Juggalo, because you know what is depicted on that card. So oh, thank you for subscribing, Mary Beth. But yeah, no, like it's really helped me learn the whole art of tarot. I'm definitely no expert, and I don't claim to be, but I do think that I'm a channel. So I've kind of opened that up to a YouTube channel. so that, you know, anyone that wants to hear the message come through, you know, it's available there. So.
Yep, and it looks like your videos go back 7 months, so it's not even been a year yet, and but you got quite a bit of videos though. I probably have watched like 90% of these videos. I think a few of them I didn't, but
Oh well, thank you.
you know, but like I said, I really do enjoy, you know, the way that you're doing it too. Is like sometimes you're giving people a choice, right?
Right.
Deck one or what do you call it? Deck one, deck two, and you pick which one you want to do. And so for a couple of videos, I was like interacting with you, and I chose my deck, and then I watched that reading, and then I turned the video off because the other one wasn't for me.
Yep, exactly. I think that, you know, it makes it more interactive, and I've also studied a lot of other YouTube tarot channels, and I see what works and what makes me want to watch. And, you know, I've been blown away from some of the messages I've received watching other tarot. So, you know, I like to give people an option. But most of the time it's just collective. Like the cards don't lie. It's like, even when I do my own personal reading, it's just like, they're always spot on. I never pull cards and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's always like, oh my God, you know? So it's a great tool. It's a great tool for connecting with, you know, your higher self, or, you know, higher entities. Like I definitely believe in the dark carnival and all of that magic. So, you know, it's a fun way to tap into it.
Right. I just want to remind everybody that we will be doing a live giveaway on the show. And if you want to enter the giveaway before you even know what the giveaway is, you just got to let me know in the chat. As far as I can remember, Mr. Nobody Man was the only one who said he wanted in on that giveaway. But we're doing a live giveaway every week on the show. We'll spin a wheel, and yes, it's illegal.
What up?
Yeah, now, hey, a lot of people know you, and they've known you for a long time because, you know, you were one of the first female rappers on the scene in the Juggalo world, you know, back in those MySpace days. And
oh yeah.
And you know, what was your breakout song? It was obviously weed related. Was it Mary Jane? Is that
yeah, Mary Jane? Yep.
Yeah. Did that ever get put out on an album, or was that always just kind of like an internet single?
Yeah, like the OG version was just like a scrapped rare single that it's online now, but I redid the song for my album and then re-released it. But yeah, oh man.
So, I mean, this was obviously a while ago. When did you release your album? The Grass is Always Greener, right?
Yeah, so it actually just celebrated 10 years in August, if you can believe it.
Wow, I can believe it. Time is flying by, you know.
Yep. So,
well, like I said, you were really one of the first and only. I mean, it's not like there were a whole lot of females out there doing it. You see, it's a lot more common today, but you know, there always has to be a first. And so, in a way, you were really kind of a trailblazer. You know, it's not like there was a whole lot of other females rapping. You know.
Yeah, well, that was my MO. You know, that was what pushed me to do it, is because I fell into the Juggalo scene. I fell in love with everything, and I just felt like there was just a little piece missing for my puzzle, and that was the female's perspective. And you know, there was this whole thing where like women can't do wicked shit, and I don't know, I didn't really try to do like wicked shit. I just tried to do me, and you know, it was a tough road. And looking back, I wish that I had stuck to my guns a little more, and you know, just stuck by it. But I dealt with a lot of things that I just felt like at the end weren't really worth it anymore. And so I kind of walked away, but it was definitely fun. And I'm glad that I had that experience. Like, it seems like a past life to me now when I look back. Cause I don't know if me now would have the balls to do what I did back then. Like something kind of took over. Like, I don't know, like something kind of just took over, and I was just like, I need to do this, and it's happening. And I did it, and the rest is history. So
yeah, I feel like you know, I went through my I don't want to call it a phase, but I went through a time period where I was extremely motivated to rap, and really it all goes back to ICP for me, because I came up with the idea of writing an open thank you letter to ICP, dear Joe and Joey. And I was not a rapper. I mean, I wrote a lot of poetry in high school, but I just wanted to make an encomium, a tribute song. And so I spent so years just making it just perfect. And I had a friend who was a DJ, so he let me record on his equipment, on his 4-track. And then I had this song, and I still had no way of sharing it with anyone. And then MySpace was like, oh, here's a way I can put this song out there. And so that wasn't even what made me a rapper. It wasn't until that song got played on Fuck Off Radio on 4th of July in 2007. And so it was basically like my submission to perform at the gathering. So they let me perform at the gathering. The second I stepped on the stage at the gathering in Cave and Rock in 07, I got the bug. And so I just wanted to rap as much as I could. So I started doing all the local shows I could. And 2 years, I literally spent 2 years grinding and got a lot of life lessons, and really kind of so much, positive and a lot of negative. And then I walked away and I realized that, that experience was great and all, but to be a rapper, I needed an album. So I finally put out an album, and it's been like 8 years. And but these are all that's all part of my history, my story, my experiences. I don't necessarily think I'll ever perform again, but I am recording again. Like, I'm actually making music again. The time is right for me,
Yeah, do it. If you feel that creative vibe, then roll with it. And I hope to do the same too. I keep telling my friends, like, I want to make music again. I want to create. I have more to say. I just had to have a side quest, as Colin would say. Like, I just had to take a side quest, So. Well,
I tell you this, the Juggalo community is something that is just grown so big, and sometimes it shrinks and grows again, all depending on,
it's alive. Definitely a life force that breathes.
Yeah. And so I tell you that Carnival Spirits has been one of the most enriching projects that I've been a part of, and as an outlet to talk and to share my perspective. I've met so many dope juggalos through the internet, just on YouTube, I found Twitter is a little too toxic for my taste. MySpace is just a time sucker. Like, you can spend all your day just looking at other people's bullshit. So I don't even
Facebook. Yeah, I don't really fuck with Facebook.
No, I mean, I post on there, but I'm hardly ever really even on there, because I know that it will lure me in, Yeah. So I basically use Instagram. I post shit. I let it carry over to Facebook, and yeah, but I really fuck with YouTube, because YouTube is a place where, I'm not hiding behind the keyboard. I can speak my truth. I can, and then of course, making videos, I was very self-conscious about it, just about presentation. I wanted to make videos perfect. I highly edited my shit. So going live was breaking a whole nother set of comfort zones, and allowing myself to, to fuck up live, or to make mistakes, to kind of live in that moment, and to, to broadcast and to interact. Like, I had a hard time dealing with the chat. Like, I had to ignore the chat in order to stay focused.
Right.
Now I'm doing a much better job of kind of keeping an eye on the chat, but also not losing track of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Of course.
There's a balance, but I really enjoy it, and I thoroughly just love the creativity that I see in other juggalos. And I think for the past 9 years, not only sharing my passion, I've always tried to put a spotlight on other people's freshness, whether it's other YouTubers or other artists, in your case, I saw what you were doing with your tarot readings, and I was like, that's dope. Like, you're making videos, you're using the Dark Carnival deck, I knew I had to have you as a guest on my show so we could just talk about some of these shared interests we have, like the gatherings. You know, fucking. How many gatherings do you have under your belt? Do you think? Number
12.
Nice. I've made it to 10, so I've been to half the gatherings, and I'm proud as fuck of that. Not in a row, you know. I missed a few in the middle, you know.
Yeah, I've missed a few. I'm sad that I had to miss a few, but it happens.
Yeah. So which is your first gathering? What was your first gathering experience like?
Oh my God, fucking amazing. And honestly, the whole reason that we're talking right now, because it literally changed my life. It was 2003, the first year at Nelson Ledges. Oh my God.
So that was the very first campground gathering, the very first 24-hour party for the week.
Oh yeah. And you know, I think I was 20 or 21 at the time. If I was 21, it was like freshly 21. So I mean, I was just wilding. And I remember meeting Boppo the clown in line. We were standing in line together, and you know.
That's so funny because I met Boppo in 2001 in Toledo, Ohio, when I just like overheard him with his little short dreadlocks, which are now all the way to the ground, right? But I just overheard this kid say, "Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts." So I was like, "Hey, I'm from Massachusetts."
Yep. Yeah, it was just like instant. And I just felt like, you know, I was at home. Like when I walked into those grounds, I just couldn't believe I was around so many juggalos in one moment. I couldn't believe that there was so many like-minded people around. And all I could think of was like, why can't we just live like this? Why can't we just have this community of juggalos where we all live together and look out for each other? And, you know, it was such an epic vibe. And I literally went every year for 7 years consecutively after that because of the magic I felt.
That had to have been one of the most. I missed that year. I was at 2001, 2002, and then because of college, graduating college, and you know, getting like a real job, I missed like 5 years in a row, starting with 03, and unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that kind of killed me because once you go to the gathering, you don't want to miss it ever again.
Yeah, the FOMO is real.
It really is. It really is. And so that's why when I finally made it back in 07, it was like, it was really because, you know, I got offered a performance slot, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm going back to the gathering now. And then I went for 5 years in a row, like Cave and Rock. They all blurred together, but
well, it's like an era. Like it's almost like, you know, the early few were a certain thing. Then, you know, the first few years of camping were its own thing. But then once you got to Hog Rock, that became its whole other chapter in the life of the gathering, you know? So
yeah,
those years were wild. So,
and I definitely kind of felt like it was I don't know, like I don't want to say born again, but like a second coming, like because it really was so different than those convention style gatherings where my 2001 gathering experience was like completely sober, and I went with a non-juggalo friend who was a photographer who basically just like took 30 rolls of pictures and just gave me all the footage, all the film. And yeah, so this summer will be the 20th anniversary of that gathering. And I fully plan on when the time comes, whatever it is in July, I'm going to share all of my photos, all of my pictures from that gathering on the show. But and then 2002 was obviously, you know, they were getting ready to reveal the 6 Jokers cards, so the hype was on like level 17. And you know, and for people that don't know, the ICP show at the end of 2001 was prematurely ended because Juggalos rushed the stage after like the second song, and we lost electricity, and it was show's over. We didn't even get any Fago, you know, barely, you know. And so in 2002, they had Sabu. Was it Sabu? No, Vampiro. They had Vampiro up. No, it's Sabu. up on stage with a fucking knife, knifing Faygo bottles, and just posted up, mean mugging the front row. Like, don't rush the stage early.
That's awesome.
That was their solution to preventing the premature Faygo, the riot at the end of the show. And it really was, that was the end of an era, because before that time, Juggalos would rush the stage like at every fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
And things kind of changed. They started barricading, and they started to regulate a little bit. And of course now it's like, Faygo Armageddon participation comes with VIP, so you meet and greet, and then you get let right up on stage. And I've got my gripes with how they do that, because you kind of like miss a lot of the show when you're lining up to do that shit.
Right.
And they do the meet and greets like during the fucking the openers, so you miss like all the fucking dope openers when you're meeting them and stuff. So I wish they did that a little differently. Maybe they'll change that up in the future. Probably not. But yeah, the only reason I even did those VIPs is because my best friend wanted to, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. I've met them enough times, I don't even give a shit. But at the same time, like, it's always a good experience, to go to a clown show any way that you can experience it.
Yeah, I miss it. I miss it more than anything right now.
I found the video. I found the video with the footage.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Pull that up, because this is pretty fucking cool. And then maybe
I was fucking wildin'.
So this was the Hallowicked Traveling Freak Show Silver Jubilee show in Hartford, Connecticut.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, in 2018. And
no wonder I didn't remember.
Yeah. But they had like Clownvis on tour with them, and
Yep. Yeah, this shit was hella fun. I had a great night.
But this is towards the end of the show. I'm not going to play the music and get flagged or anything, but let me just head a little bit.
The end is fucking epic.
Yep. So this is from the stage. So I wonder if I jumped too far. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. You can see that I'm coming up around the back, and I don't know at what point I catch you on camera, but you're here somewhere. Let me know when you see yourself.
Oh yeah, you'll see me giving the devil horns and sticking my tongue out.
Yep. So this is the Hartford crowd, and
yeah, wild.
And
Hartford shows are wild. I love seeing the clowns there.
Oh yeah, I enjoy. What's the name of this venue again?
The Webster Theater.
Webster. Yep.
Yep.
So I'm not doing a very good job holding the camera because I'm doing a one-handed GoPro.
Oh, there's Kazi.
Yep, there's Mike, and then I'm like grabbing Faygos with my left hand, so I'm kind of multitasking.
Yep. I think you're about to see me though. Pretty soon, I think.
Definitely got Faygo on the lens. I probably do a quick like lens clean, rub it in the shirt a few times because I am aware that shit fucks up the image. Get a little close up on the freak, the mini mask man or whatever, many faces.
Oh my goodness gracious. God, I miss this more than anything. What I would give for this right now.
Right?
Oh man.
Such a good time. I see a lot of familiar faces in this crowd.
Oh yeah. And I just feel like every time I see the clowns at this venue, it's soaked. I get so soaked. Like the whole crowd is just fucking covered.
Yeah.
It's not like that at every venue.
No, I mean, they cram so many people into the Palladium, and there's been times where I just hang back and I film from a vantage point where I can get the whole stage, and I don't even really get that wet. But I've gone to so many ICP shows that I just kind of felt like I needed a break from the pandemonium sometimes, and I just want to enjoy the show and not actually be.
Oh, there I am.
There you are.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Getting down. Oh, here I come. Watch, here I come.
Everyone sees my camera. There you are. Nice. Good times.
Oh, the best times, the best.
Yeah, I go to every clown show that I can on every tour. So it's a lot of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Providence. You know, I've gone to Philly shows. I've gone to shows in New Hampshire.
Maine, yup. I've been all over them. I've seen fucking ICP all over this fucking map.
So that was definitely a nice little memory.
Oh, good times. I can't wait to do it again.
So since it's after 4:30 now, I want to try and jump into some other topics because there's definitely a lot on my list today. You know, one of the things that we don't have to actually like dwell on this stuff too long, but you know, just kind of like touching on current events situation. Let's talk about Yum Yum lore one more time because just to say we talked about it. They announced finally that our gift bags are in the mail. If you guys were subscribers in October for the House Party Peep Show, then we've been waiting forever for these gift bags for these ultra live Monster 5 coins and our the EP of music that we helped produce, the Choose Your Own Adventure songs that they made for us, and hopefully we get that Jump Steady MC Hammer cover. I really hope they include that. And then of course, if you subscribed in December, they did another one for the Ballers. It seems like every other month they're doing the live streams, and they're doing one right now for Juggalo month. And so if you were a subscriber in December, then you would be receiving a Yum Yum's Lore CD, but everyone's going to be able to hear it on the 17th on Spotify. So that's really dope. And this is going to be the beginning of the new era. And really we're not that far away from the actual Yum Yum Bedlam release date in March, and it's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah. No, I can't fucking wait. Me and my girls, we've been waiting a long time for this, and
this is the first female Joker's card. I think that's another one of the reasons why I wanted to get some ninjets up on the show to hear like your take on finally after a whole first deck, and we're practically nearing the end of the second deck, and they've given us like so many different unique Joker's cards, and this one is a female, and so the whole theme of loyalty and having your loyalty tested, with temptation. It seems like it's a whole garden of opportunity, pardon the pun. There's just so much opportunity for their breed of storytelling here. But I really dig the image. They only given us a silhouette here, but the full Yum Yum flower looks fucking sick with
she's beautiful. I just love her essence, and I mean, I love the look of all the Joker's cards. They're all so unique and striking in their own way, and I just feel like she is epic, and she's been such a long time coming, and I feel that this also correlates with the rise of like the divine feminine. Like, women are taking over, and women are fucking not holding back anymore and not playing small. And one thing I love about my female Juggalo friends and family is that they are all badass fucking bitches, and like that's what separates us apart, and we're strong, and we've all been through some shit, and I just think that this is going to embody a lot of that vibe. And it's an evolution of maybe a small seed that I planted back in the day, just by being the only or one of the only female rappers in our scene and representing for that way. And now this is like representing in an even bigger way for all the females. And it's just important, like I said, we've been playing small for far too long. We gotta tape the fucking power back, and like I'm totally with this vibe. I'm totally with this vibe right now.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just realizing that I've missed a couple comments in the chat. Got a question from Wicked Wood who wants to know if there's a chance for a Miss Tress reunion. True High Class was fire.
Hey, well, thank you. I fucking love that project, and yeah, I mean, we were just kids when we made that shit. It feels like, and last year, well, 2 years ago at the gathering, her and Marinus of PLC were actually there, and it was really nice to see them, you know, doing music and gathering again. So, I mean, who knows what the future holds as far as all that goes. I'm definitely not opposed to it, especially even if it's just like one song.
Yeah.
But, you know, I love them both. They're like a happy family and doing their thing. So, yeah, that'd be cool.
No doubt. No doubt. What's up, Wicked Threads? Glad to see you. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
Let's see who else here was in the chat. I know. All right, Ninja with the pencils back here. We got Ill Al giving the
What up?
Let's see. Just seeing here anything else that needs to be. Oh, Rob Murphy was at that show. That's what.
Oh, hell yeah. I miss you, buddy. I miss seeing you at shows.
He was on the Joker's Gallery Bizarre documentary that came out, last October, and his bizarre memorabilia collection is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's impressive. Rob, good job with that one. No, much love though.
Yo, Don Chaos, much love and respect to Legal.
What up, Don Chaos? Whoop whoop.
All right, so I would like to jump on to one of again, this week we one of the topics in the title of the video is Tech-9's fight music. Do you know what this is all about?
Actually, no, I don't. I'm guessing maybe it's a new Tech-9 song.
It isn't actually. It's not a new song, and
okay.
It's actually something that I would not be even talking about this because it's a little political, and I really avoid politics. I mean, I actually have been paying attention, but I don't bring it up on the show. I'm not interested in anybody's political affiliations, and and I don't give a shit, who you like for president or not. But there is a impeachment trial happening right now for Donald Trump, and one of the things that was brought up in the impeachment trial was a video that he had posted on Twitter that I forget exactly who was harassing who, but someone was trying to run some opposing campaign, people off the road, and the video was put to music. And it happened to be Tech-9's music. And so they were showing this video during the impeachment trial, and they're literally playing Tech-9's music, and they were calling it fight music. And the song is called Red Kingdom. What it actually is a fucking Kansas City Chiefs football team anthem.
God. Oh, God almighty.
And I just think it's hilarious because everybody always gets shit fucked up. They're labeling Juggalos a gang.
Oh, yeah. They take things too far.
Music. I mean, come on, people. And I just wanted to point this out because it's hilarious. Tech-9 tweeted or posted on Instagram about it. He was unhappy because obviously his music is being skewed, the meaning, you know what I mean? His music was shared by the president, but it was kind of used for a mean purpose. It's almost so I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't care who likes Trump, who doesn't like Trump. I don't care if you're pro or against the impeachment trials. It is what it is. We have no say in the matter. The government is fucking wacky, but the fact that they can, I don't know, that he gets this negative press, there is no such thing as negative press, right? Maybe.
Well, I mean, for a sensitive guy like Tech-9.
Yeah, he is. he don't like to be misquoted, and he does not like yeah,
No.
definitely
But also, I don't know. And when you brought up tech, I was like, damn, I kind of fell off the tech, loop lately because I don't know. I used to really like his music. He was an inspiration for me to be like a fast kind of speed rapper back in the day. And
right.
I don't know, just the past few years, he's just come off as really corny, cliche, and even making this like football song. I don't know. It's just like,
Hey, you know what? You're in good company. I'm not the biggest Tech 9 fan. I mean, I think one of my most recent relationships, my ex-girlfriend was a big Tech 9 fan, and so I put up with it. I mean, and her family were like huge Patriots fans, so I put up with football. I don't give a shit about football or strange music, to be honest. Although I do enjoy a lot of strange music artists. I really do.
I really love like fucking Recognize and Mayday, like those Recognize Mayday, like I fuck with that heavy. Other than that, I don't really fuck with strange anymore. Like it's just, I don't know.
They got a lot going on, and
yeah.
And then there's the whole like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the Juggalo scene. Like I always kind of, I don't know. I got hard opinions that I don't really need to share because.
Well, I also have hard opinions too, and I didn't appreciate some things that were said in a very public platform about Juggalos and about the gathering, and I just thought he mishandled, some interviews, and he didn't give us the respect, and I don't know. I just feel like. I love Tech, but he lets his ego get the best of him sometimes, and he shot himself in the foot with a lot of Juggalos with the way he acted. So
I'm going to say this: Tech didn't march with us at the Juggalo march, and obviously he's a touring rapper, and he had his excuses, but I felt like
I mean, come on, if you didn't march, like you've gotten so much. From using the Juggalo platform, and you can't give back a couple hours of your fucking time, So, it is what it is. It's all love, but
it is what it is. But since, Tech 9's fight music was featured in the Donald Trump impeachment trials, I had to bring it up on the BeastMasteR show because
I think it's funny.
It's rough out there for a rapper. I mean, there's people that can't even get fucking Spotify plays, and he's got his shit playing in the halls of Congress and shit. Yeah. Wicked Wood says Burns and Wreck get the pass. That's right.
Yeah, like those dudes are dope rappers, and they have a nice positive vibe. Like I fucking love any Recognize. Like I love all his solo shit.
Nice.
Like they don't even need strange. I feel like they would succeed, on their own. So,
well, a lot of I don't know if Murs is with Strange. I know that he did a collab album with Mayday that was really dope, but I like Murs.
I think he might be a rhyme sayer still. I don't know. I could be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not huge on following other labels. Like I've always been a psychopathic ICP juggalo that even has a hard time following a lot of the other psychopathic artists, that are trying to separate themselves and make noise and stuff. Like, and like taking all the personal feelings aside, like I just don't have the time or energy to follow like Magic Ninja or all these other the plethora of underground.
Well,
I listen to music. I check it out, because music is music, and but yeah,
I was checking it out up until a certain point, and I don't know. I just
well, let me be clear, and for the record, when the debacle of 2017 happened between Twisted and ICP, I straight up boycotted Twisted for 3 fucking years. I did not listen to one fucking thing they put out for 3 years, and that was my way of that was my show of non-support. Like,
well, it's the same issue with the march,
Yeah, I do not like the way they handled that, and they're sticking to their guns, and
it sucks. It's sad.
Yeah. But listen, let's move on. There's definitely more to talk about. I think since it's really has nothing to do with it being Valentine's Day weekend, but it's like there are there are other musicians out there that are dealing with shit, and I just thought it would be worth mentioning that, you know, are you familiar with the Free Britney movement?
Yes, actually, I am.
Now, yeah, there's been some new developments in Britney Spears' situation. I actually don't have any articles pulled up, so I'm going to get all the information wrong. But it's widely known that her father owns her ass. To put it lightly.
This makes me very upset. It's really hard. I think it's going to be a really hard pill for people to swallow when the truth really comes out.
All right. So the most recent article that I'm seeing here from CBS News is judge ordered that Britney's father, Jamie Spears, and financial company are being forced to work together to budget investment plan for the 39-year-old pop star. So it's one of those things where, you know, Britney went through a real public mental breakdown. You know, her whole rise to fame as a teen, being a Disney, a Disney Mickey Mouse Club fucking, song and dance, public figure to kind of like following in the footsteps of Madonna as far as being a fucking worldwide pop star. And then, that whole thing with shaving her head and kind of like, so I don't know. I don't know the details.
I know. So all I know is that what I truly believe is that she was an MK Ultra mind controlled, like sex kitten, they call it. And they do it at a very young age, and they manipulate the brain so that when the handlers, like her father and other men that have been around her through her life, they can control what she does. It's mental manipulation. And she has been such a big culprit. And the poor thing probably doesn't even know what is going on. They decompartmentalize your brain in a way where you almost have like multiple personalities. And if you look at her most recent Instagram posts, that's not her. That's not her. Like, she looks like a doll. She's dancing around, prancing around like a little Disney princess. It's not even real.
Right.
And it's very, very sad. And it's very disturbing. And like I said, when people really learn the truth about all this shit, they're not going to be able to understand it.
Yeah, I know very little about it. But I've heard about MK Ultra, and it's there's probably a very deep rabbit hole that I could go down, but I'm not very
deep, very deep.
But all I know is that there was instances where fans of hers, like following her on Instagram, were like commenting and saying like, hey, if you're in trouble and you need help, wear yellow in your next video. And then she fucking did it. She wore yellow. Like silently signaling to her fans, like, yes, I need help.
No, she looks rough. And the poor thing, like, she was basically bred to be a sex star, and she was never really that great of a singer or dancer. She was always just put on and put up, and it was never any of her creative. She didn't write any of those fucking songs. She didn't, you know what I mean? Like, she's never been her own person, never mind her own artist. She was just completely fabricated. And
I mean, that's just what mainstream is. It's like they got suits with charts, and they're like, all right, let's put together a boy band. I mean, how many fucking boy bands did we get after New Kids on the Block? You got your NSYNC and your Backstreet Boys and your, 47 Degrees of whatever the fuck. Like,
no, and you don't see any of that shit now. That shit doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I mean, New Kids on the Block still tour, and I
know, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Yeah, I do know what you mean. I do.
But yeah, I love New Kids. Actually, that was my first concert. I was 7 years old.
Hey, I was down with New Kids on the Block. I had their cassettes. I had pins. Like,
oh yeah,
I remember. Yeah. Yeah, in elementary school, it was a thing to go around polling, doing a poll. Like kids would go around asking, like, "All right, who do you like better, New Kids on the Block or Guns N' Roses?" And
oh God, it was always like, who's your favorite new kid?
yeah, and always had like lunch boxes with like stuff on them, and so New Kids on the Block lunch boxes were popular. I never had a New Kids lunchbox, but
I had everything. I was obsessed.
but I was the right age where I was into that shit.
Yep.
It very, very quickly kind of grew out of it. But the music that was being fed to us back then when I was a kid, I ate it all up. MC Hammer, come on, I ate it up. Vanilla Ice, I ate it up. I ate it up.
Yeah. It was a great era for music. The early 90s, nothing can touch it, and that's when ICP started. So it just goes to show you there's some magical shit going on during those early 90s.
Right. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. I had to cover that Britney Spears, her daddy issues, and
yeah, I hope it all comes out, and I hope she gets the help she needs. Poor girl.
And if she's gonna have, like, for the first time in her life, actual control over her money, like it might be interesting to see, like, what happens when she is no longer under that thumb, under that lock and key. I mean,
fuck her father, fucking piece of shit. I hope he rots in hell. Like, if you could do that to your own child, like, you're a fucking soulless bastard. I'm sorry.
It reminds me of Macaulay Culkin, because I saw an interview with him as an adult past couple of years where he really explained how his father was basically, a piece of shit who disowned him once he lost control and was cut off. So it just sucks. Like, entertainment is something that we all thrive on, and so there's some real fucking vultures out there.
Well, what I've learned in all my years of conspiracy, theories and diving down rabbit holes is it's a very dark, seedy business. The Hollywood thing, the whole music industry, it's been run by very evil people for a very long time. And I'd like to think that things are coming to the surface. I mean, I don't know if you remember last year at this time, it was Juggalo Day in LA. And literally the day after Juggalo weekend, in LA, that Harvey Weinstein bastard was, like, convicted and sent to prison. And, and that kind of spawned everything in our world changing, and people aren't getting away with shit like they used to be able to. Everything is now, like, so instantly shared. Everything's being recorded. Everything goes viral. And so people can't hide shit. People can't pull the world over our eyes anymore. All the truth and everything is coming to the surface. And, I think it's best to be prepared.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Let's go on to the next topic here. This also is kind of like breaking news. This one's a little bit more positive. But Dave Chappelle, who is one of my favorite comedians, and famously, gave us all the "fuck your couch" expression. I think have been beating that, at the gathering, like, you hear that all the time. Oh, yeah. You hear that everywhere, like, I'm rich, bitch.
So good.
All that stuff, right? So, and in a nutshell, Netflix got the Chappelle Show, and Dave Chappelle, like, publicly kind of asked his fans to not watch it. And so just like a day or two ago, Dave Chappelle publicly announced that when his fans stopped watching the Chappelle Show, Netflix realized that it was worthless without the viewers, and they hit him up and they renegotiated, and he got his name back, his show back, and they paid him millions of dollars, and he's a happy comedian now. So
good for him, dude. I know he's been through it with the industry. He's the one that got super famous. They probably tried to make him do a bunch of bullshit, and he was like, I ain't having this. And he's playing by his own rules, and I do respect him for that, because you can't be that level of famous without selling out to some certain degree, and he's definitely made it work for him. So props.
He continues to be extremely funny and poignant. Like, he almost, like, gives you I don't know if you've seen any of his stand-up specials on Netflix, but each one is like a history lesson. It's really dope. You know, he's a smart motherfucker, and he's also dirty. You know, it's not like stuck up and nerdy by any means, but it's eye opening. It's raw and
it's relatable.
Yeah, and he really does put a microscope on the ugly history. You know, just he's an advocate and.
Well, that's what like comedians, you know, like look at George Carlin. Like that dude said it like it was before there was even problems. That dude was like pointing out the problems, and comedians kind of reflect the era in which they live. And you know, Bill Hicks, he's one of them too. R.I.P. George Carlin. Like they really fucking spoke some hella truth with like using comedy as a way to get their message across.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both, and I actually had the privilege to see George Carlin live before he passed away.
Oh, so lucky.
Yeah, he played like one of those nice concert halls in Boston, and it was a good time. You know,
was it on St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I got the ticket stub, you know, with the rest of my collection.
My mom went and saw him in Boston on St. Patrick's Day one year or something.
It might have been because everyone was getting shit faced in the crowd, you know. But then again, that's Boston every day. But yeah, George Carlin was the GOAT. He is the GOAT. But Dave Chappelle is a living legend, you know, and he is not going anywhere anytime soon. And he finally got some. He finally got paid, you know, retroactively for he was getting fucked. You know, this creative baby. The Chappelle Show is amazing. It's so rewatchable.
So funny. So funny.
Yeah. So I was really kind of happy about that. Had to bring it up. And I think that's it for current events. Now, let me just give you a quick rundown of everything I have in store for the last hour of the show, which we may run longer if you're free. I usually do. But I've got new releases, music, and I've got my top 20 love songs, my personal favorite love songs, and I also have a Valentine's Day artwork to share. I'm going to open mail. I always open a package, and then I also have a surprise for you, Illegal, and then we also have a special announcement for Carnival Spirits. So with all of that, I think we should jump into it because, you know, it's going to take a minute to do all this.
No time like the present, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we've definitely been, it's just the time is right to move on to the next thing.
I'm going to be right back. I got to fill up my...
All right, cool. So while she's filling her mug, I also forgot there is one more thing that I need to do, and that is we need to look back on a bloody birthday video that I did for Shaggy Two Dope's Fuck Off. Like I said, 30 years of insanity, ICP celebrating their catalog. And so this past week, they have put this out. The first solo project from the one and only Shaggy Two Dope dropped in the fall of '94, featuring such timeless Juggalo classics as Clown Love, and an early version of Three Rings, and Fuck Off remains one of the finest moments from the Southwest Strangler. And a couple of years ago, Carnival Spirits was doing group collaborative album reviews of psychopathic releases, and Shaggy Two Dope's Fuck Off was one of the videos that we did. So I am going to play y'all my segments from the show, from that video, and then I will include a link in the description of this video after the show is done if you want to go back and watch the full Bloody Birthday album review featuring many ninjas from Carnival Spirits and the YouTube Juggalo community. And and then, so Illegal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video. It's actually going to give us about 8 minutes to chill. All right. But this video is me talking about and reviewing Shaggy 2 Dope's Fuck Off EP. So we're going to enjoy this. It's about 8 minutes long, and then we'll be back to jump into new music that came out this week. All right, here we go. BeastMaster here, talking about 2 Dope's Fuck Off EP. Back in 1994, I was a freshman in high school, and this EP established the legend of Stretch Nuts with lines like, "It's on, like Ned funk, I'm too dope and I'm fucking drunk, walked in the high with my nuts hanging out my drawers, yo, suck my balls." You know, this solo joint also established Shaggy as the Southwest Strangler on the title track. He's got lines like, "It's always been hard for me to find a date because I show up nice and neat and then strangle them in the back seat." Because of the fact that ICP was so elusive back in the day, I don't blame ninjas for thinking that maybe Shags was more of a stoner than he really was, because he had lines in his music like, "All I want to do is choke a bitch, roll up a jiffy and smoke the bitch." Or in Clown Love, he says, "Bloodshot eyes, puffing on the bud, let me see that rag, let me see that love." And there's other lines in ICP's music that I think have given ninjas the wrong impression. He's gone on a number of interviews after the fact and set the record straight. Most notably, the seminar back in 2002 that ended up on the Race Shangri-La DVD, when he's like, "I don't even smoke, but I'll smoke with y'all." Man, but this EP, coming after the Carnival of Carnage and being released in the same year as the Ringmaster, you know, Carnival freaks from the ghetto zone. In the title track, he says, "Mama's a witch and daddy's a hunchback." I like the line where he goes, "Used to drive a hearse to school, G, with a stiff hanging out the back. Bitch, you wouldn't know shit about that." It kind of reminds me of the track Wagon Wagon, you know, because that's what the wagon is. Some say it's just a hearse, but it's much worse. It's an old dark bucket with a clown curse. In the song Clown Love, it feels as if they're talking directly to kids in gangs, with the whole chorus being, "Throw your signs in the air. What's set? I don't check, I don't care, 'cause I'm down with the clown everywhere." And really, to me, that says they weren't perpetuating that gang shit. What they were saying is that that shit don't matter. And the term "down with the clown" was totally coined in this track that we would hear later on in the Great Malenko. So maybe that's why the track "Down with the Clown" felt as timeless as it did, because it's using that rhyme scheme that was established in Fuck Off. Now, in the liner notes from Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2, they talk about the tracks that were included from the Fuck Off EP. I like what it says about Clown Love. "Violent J, perhaps a little jealous, always makes fun of the lyrics. He says it sounds like Shaggy is saying, too busy doing other things like hanging with my mom. Not that hanging with your mom is bad, it just sounds funny." Another thing that strikes me is that Juggalo nerd connection. You know, Shaggy had those lyrics, "I'm a nerd and the bitches call me a nerdy freak, and they would love to stick their thumbtacks on my seat, and they would throw spitballs at that class freak, and every one of them bitches died in their sleep." You know, on the Great Malenko's 20th anniversary edition, there is a alternate lyrics version of "What is a Juggalo" that includes a whole verse that talks about being a nerd.
What is a juggalo? He's got nerd love. He's the nobody that you never heard of. Then he comes back from out of nowhere. Still a nerd. You never knew he was there.
You know, looking back at this EP, it really kind of connects the dots that being a juggalo was not about being the cool kid who was up on all the hip music and trendy bullshit that all the fake fucks out there care about. Now, the song I'm Not Alone, it's got the creepy violin music, and right in the middle of the song, there's the ill scratches by what I assume is Mikey Clark, just tearing it up. And that supernatural steez that's all over ICP's Joker's cards is well established in this solo EP as well. You got lines like, I'll make a voodoo doll of ya and flick your nuts. You know, don't fuck with the shags cause I cast spells, crystal balls, black magic, and Joker's cards. This shit is fresh. In the liner notes of Forgotten Freshness Volumes 1 and 2 for I'm Not Alone, it says, the lyrics to this song are mad funny. When Shaggy says,
You know I'm coming back again with my homeboys Jack and the Cannon Man.
The Jack that he is referring to is this fresh-ass fat ninja guy that he knows. He walks around looking for autographs from wrestlers and looks like a 70s fat fucking weirdo. Jack is the best. He'll get the same guy's autograph 100 times. He don't give a fuck. You know, even though these songs are all available on Forgotten Freshness, you know, or the Riddle Box, first time I heard these songs were either leaked on the internet or on this, the Mutilation Mix. But ultimately, this EP is the beginning of an incredible Juggalo trilogy. Another thing that it includes would be skits embedded right in the middle of a song. In this case, it would be phone pranks where Jay is ordering a pizza for delivery and the address happens to be 232 fuck off. Lastly, I want to mention that this last year when ICP put out the 6 foot, 7 foot video, there was a part where Shaggy spits a little bit and then Jay stops him.
You've got your own fucking album out.
And if you didn't pick up on this, that is a direct spin-off of what they do on Shaggy's solo EP when Jay tries to spit some bars.
Jay, the motherfucking blood-sucking vampire. Please stop on my head cause it's on fire. I got another funky rhyme, so let me kick it. Nah, fuck off, bitch, this is my record.
I love this EP. I love the music. Really listen to the lyrics. This shit is classic. Back in the mid to late 90s, there was a dude that went to all the clown shows in Massachusetts. He went by the name of Pez Junkie, and he was known for having this image of Shaggy tattooed on his back from his neck down to his belt. And he used to get so annoyed at ninjas who would constantly ask to see his tattoo. He would always be pulling up his jersey and showing. Finally, he just stopped showing people. He refused to show his tattoo, and eventually he stopped coming around to shows. I'm BeastMaster. See ya. All right, so that was my video for Fuck Off EP. Do you remember that dude, Pez Junkie?
The name sounds familiar, but I was like trying to think of like who that was.
Well, and it was shows in the 90s, and he was like literally he had the most epic Juggalo tattoo. It was his whole back, you know, and
That's crazy.
many people were covered with Juggalo tattoos yet. It's way more common now.
Right. I'm actually working on a leg sleeve right now with Shane Murphy. He's in Worcester. He does amazing work. If you're a Juggalo in the Mass area, get a tattoo from him. He's fucking awesome.
He's also Theater of Creeps, right?
Yep, he sure is. So he actually did you see the new Stalker hoodie? He drew that and it's fucking dope and I need to get one.
Oh yeah. What about what about Lori's Disney Juggalo tattoos?
Yes. Oh, I mean, he killed it. Like, what a concept. So
Yeah, those are awesome. I'm a big fan, and I actually hope to one day get him on the on the BeastMaster show.
Yeah, no, he's a very talented guy, and I'm really lucky that he's my friend and that he's working on this. What I'm doing is like an all ICP kind of leg sleeve, so it's gonna look really good when it's all done. Can't wait.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. All right, so now that we have got that part of the show out of the way, I'm going to pull up my my Photoshop, and we're going to talk about new music. So to start, let's see. I just got to find the music tab. So first song on the list, we have got new Ouija Mac track collab with Baby E. I don't know who Baby E is. Apparently he's on Lil Wayne's label. So, but he looks like he's 14 years old, and with the face tattoos, of course. And so this track they put out is, I think they got a whole album that they're doing together. And the first leak or the first single is called Like Ya. I like it a lot. I'm a fan of Ouija Mac. And some songs I like more than others, but this is a good one to me. He's got a line in the track where he says, like, you got to screech that shit. And I wonder, is that a fucking Dustin Diamond reference? Like Screech from Saved by the Bell? Because he just died. So does he mean you got to dead that shit? I don't know. That might be a stretch. He might actually mean like screeching the wheels of your car.
Yeah, but very interesting nonetheless. Yeah.
So anyway, that's my speculation that he actually put like a very subtle screech reference in the track. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard the track yet. I do like Ouija. I love his new album a lot. There's a lot of jams on there, but
Wasteland's dope.
Yeah.
If you like Wasteland, I think you'll like this one. This one's very chill. It's a banger. And I won't tell you I like something if I don't. Like, I'm not fucking here to pretend that I'm just like fucking the biggest fan of everybody, but I do like Ouija Mac shit, and this is a dope single. So if you haven't heard it yet, it just came out yesterday. All right, now again, I won't lie and say that I even like this song, but the reason I wanted to bring this next track up is because it just dropped, and it's just like we were saying about Britney Spears, and Tech Nine, artists getting fucked with, right? Taylor Swift has been getting fucked with because her whole catalog of music was sold to like a different record label without her even knowing about it. And it just like the Cottonmouth Kings, right? With Cleopatra Records. You're a huge Cottonmouth Kings fan. Like, you know about their whole situation, don't you? No?
Yeah.
Is that a can of worms?
I just feel like that's just like, I don't know what's sadder, the split between Twisted and ICP, or what the fuck went down at Suburban Noise Records. Like it's very sad in my opinion.
You're right. But anyways, I had mentioned this on the BeastMasteR show like late last year, how Taylor Swift has actually taken the situation into her own hands, and she has decided to re-record her albums and put them out, rendering the older albums useless. And she finally dropped like her most popular fucking hit from her most popular album, whatever, I don't know. It's called Love Song, but it's Taylor's version. And she's re-releasing the whole album. She re-recorded the whole fucking album, and then she's including songs that didn't make the cut. So it's almost like what ICP does, where it's like bonus tracks that were like, B-sides or were on the cutting room floor.
Taylor Swift, Forgotten Freshness 1.
For real. So, all right, next on the list is now the reason some of these songs end up on my Spotify radar is because I'm following an artist. In this case, it's Raekwon from the Wu-Tang Clan, and he's got this track with Sugar Bang and a few other people. It's called New Chips. I liked it a lot. We'll just keep it moving here. Slain has a whole album that came out, and the album is called, hold on. The album is called The Things We Can't Forgive. I bumped it yesterday.
Look at that album art. That's fucking morbid as fuck.
Yeah. Slain, this whole album is like, I mean, Slain does a lot of like truth tracks, speaking about his checkered past and drug addiction. And this album is no different. A lot of the songs are basically him, speaking on all the ups and downs and his own addictions and his relationship with, I guess, his failed marriage, his baby mama, and just a lot of he's looking back, and I guess he's 6 years sober, but he's still rapping about the hard times here. And you're right, this album art definitely is not on the happy-go-lucky side. The Things We Can't Forgive, the title track, it's all about him and his baby mama, So, but I'm a huge Slane fan. He's a Boston rapper. I love the shit he's done with Ill Bill, La Coca Nostra. Big fan of Special Teams and Ed O.G. and all that shit. So, I definitely I recommend this for anyone who likes hardcore hip hop. Now, this one is not new. This is not a new album, but Black Sabbath has a remastered re-release of their classic Volume 4 album. And that's all I'll say, is that this is one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums. I'm a huge Ozzy Osbourne fan. I'm a huge Sabbath fan. And this album right here is literally one of my favorite albums of all time. And it's been re-released, remastered. One day I'd like to maybe get it on vinyl. I like it that much. And I'm kind of starting to collect vinyl now. I need like new projects to waste my money on. I think vinyl is just perfect for me.
I agree. I definitely want all the psychopathic vinyls because
I'm slowly building my collection. But all right, so next on the list is the homie Shade. Shade is a young juggalo, aspiring, multi-million. He wants to take over the world, and he's got an EP that he just released. The EP is called Loverboy, not to be confused with Drake's upcoming. But Carnival Spirits, co-owner with me and Scotty Balls, is actually also the owner and manager of Shade's label Hecka. So I'd be sharing this album even if he wasn't being managed by one of my best friends. But I'll just have you guys know that I have a copy of this EP and the whole Valentine's Day box set bundle that they put together in the mail currently, that I'll be doing a giveaway next week. It didn't get here soon enough for me to do it this week, but I'm going to give a copy of Shade's new EP bundle away next week on the BeastMasteR show. And it's a short listen. It's like 4 or 5 songs. And the bundle package comes with like a heart-shaped box and like Shade condoms and all this weird stuff. All right, so here's another female rapper for you. You're familiar with Nova Rockefeller. She has a new track out with her boyfriend Tom McDonald. I am not a fan of Tom McDonald, but sometimes I like Nova Rockefeller's shit. This song is pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like you are, the company you keep. So,
man, he is a tryhard. Like, I don't know, man.
I just, like the thing that sucks is she totally started as this kind of pop rap, whatever. And then, us juggalos, what do? We take these little stragglers under our wing. We show them love. And what do they do in return? Fucking nothing. Shit on us. Fucking, so that's why it's hard for me to have much love for this girl because, a lot of juggalos seem to like her, but she's really done nothing for us. And except, her boyfriend is fucking tool. So
I was put on to Rocka, whatever her name is. When she was fucking with R.A. the Rugged Man, like literally, I think they were dating, but they made a song together. That's when I, found out about her. But I'm a huge R.A. the Rugged Man fan, and so she's been on my radar ever since. And when Spotify shows me her shit, I check it out, and I actually kind of dug this song. It's called Gang Gang. All right. Next one is Locksmith. Locksmith is a chopper. If you like choppers, you got to check out Locksmith. You know, this song here is called Lockbuster, and it's pretty dope. Now this one here is it's actually a remix of a song that had come out last year, and it's K-Flay. I don't know if you know who K-Flay is, but she raps and sings, and she used to do work with MC Lars, who's Juggalo friendly. But
Yep.
so yeah, K-Flay has a new remix for a song called "Hurting on Purpose," and I like it a lot. I like the original, and this remix is pretty dope too. Next on the radar is another collab. There's a track that just dropped. It's Riff Raff, it's DJ Paul, and it's Mercules.
Holy shit. Okay.
Three of these motherfuckers have played gatherings.
Holy fuck, though. Look at
Am
this.
I wrong? Did Riff Raff ever play a gathering?
You know, I don't know. I know he played Lethal Weekend up here a couple year or two ago, but
well, you know, some of my friends have opened up for Riff Raff, you know, on local shows too. You know, Derek, Weird Die Young, but I know Mercules just played the most recent gathering. I remember seeing footage of him on the stage. I didn't catch his set, but
yeah, same.
I do remember. And, you know, I think most juggalos know who DJ Paul is. I mean, the Killjoy Club. Come on now.
Yeah. If you don't know who DJ Paul is, you ain't no juggalo.
That's right. And the criteria to be a juggalo is very wide, but this one is yeah, this song, not the biggest fan. It's just really basic. You know, they keep saying cup, 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 drink, 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 whatever.
Yeah, lame.
All right. Now, this track I like a lot. And, you know, Devereaux, who is, you know, Ouija Mac's producer. He's done tracks on Fearless Fred Fury. Devereaux has done a collab album with this guy, and his name is Castle Hill. Castle Hill is a guitarist. He shreds. This is a Castle Hill track. It's called Time, and he is shredding.
I'm putting this in my phone now because I really need to check this one out.
Yeah, this one's really dope. I mean, he's singing, but he is shining on the guitar on this song here. And so if you like metal, if you like guitar riffs, just soak this one in. It's really dope. And it just dropped yesterday. And it's funny because I saw that Devereaux dropped a track yesterday, but it's not the Devereaux. Sometimes Spotify fucking mixes up artists that have the same name. Like, and I didn't see Devereaux promoting a new track yesterday. He was promoting this track, his homie's track. But yeah, there's another Devereaux out there, like an imposter who makes music, and Spotify like puts it on the wrong Devereaux's profile. It's annoying when Spotify is drunk. It happens a lot. Fool me once, but you're not going to fool me again.
Well, did you know that there was like an artist on there called Monoxide, and I was geeking on it a few years ago, and I actually sent it to George, but it was just an artist called Monoxide. So if you look up Monoxide solo shit, it was like this other guy, and his music was way different and so funny. And
same thing happened with ABK. There is an artist out there named ABK, and he dropped an album. I listened to the whole thing, and it was French. It wasn't anybody killer. There's some French ABK.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like, give me a break. This is not anybody killer. Anyways, it happens all the time. Like, I saw, a new Tesla track. This isn't fucking Tesla. It's some trap rapper. Like, it's so annoying when Spotify. But yeah, check out Castle Hill. Is the first single of 2021. It's called Time, and it's a guitar track. All right, next on the list, Method Man has a collab with these other two dudes. It's called Pain, and it's pretty dope. I'm a big fan of the Wu-Tang Clan, and I like all their solo stuff. You know, if you're a fan of Method Man, you know, he played the Gathering and he survived a fucking can to the fucking Nuggets, so he's down. You can't take juggalos anywhere, and you can't bring in juggalos.
You can't have nothing nice.
For real, but believe it or not, this song has nothing to do with his violent attack at the Gathering. This is kind of Pain. This is another Wu-Tang solo collab. I get it's Jizza with a dude named Iota Beats. It's pretty good. It's a remix. It's called Third World. Definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of the Jizza. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Wu-Tang. All right, Chris Calico dropped a single. It's called "Run It Back," and you know it's more fight.
Oh, another football song.
It's more fight music. Yes, strange music is double. I swear to God, they saw Tech getting shine on the impeachment trials, and Chris Calico was like, "Oh, I want to get in on this." And so, I mean, straight up, man, like this is some music to fucking, to insurrect with.
Great.
All right, next on the list, there's 20 songs on this list, or 20 releases, so we're flying right through this. This is a track with Brother Lynch Hung, Shadow, and Big Rome, and it's called Heritage. It's all right. It's all right. I fuck with Brother Lynch. He's rocking that strange. He doesn't put out stuff a lot, but
yeah. Right.
What I tell you, I don't like the album art or this artwork for the single. I think this guy Big Rome could have picked a better fucking picture, or a better Photoshop job.
Yeah, like why does he still have the barcode on his fucking hat?
That's not even like it's an official sticker. It's a straight up barcode.
Yeah, like what is that on his brim? What the fuck, bro?
And like Brother Lynch Hung's name is like literally touching the edge of the frame. Like whoever photoshopped this together did a horrible job. I don't like it. But the song's better than the artwork. All right. This is a track by Troubles and Snoop Dogg, and the song is called Troubles and Snoop Dogg. So these guys got high, made a track, and didn't even name it. They just called it Troubles and Snoop Dogg. I actually like the song, though. It's pretty ill.
All right, then.
Yep. And here's another, I guess it's a collab. It's Double R, never heard of him, featuring Jaron Benton, formerly of Funk Volume. And the song is called Free Flow. I'm usually impressed with Jaron Benton's stuff, and he puts out a lot of music, a lot of one-offs. But this is not even, I think, his first release this year, but he puts in a lot of work. This song's pretty good. It's called Free Flow, and another collab single. Somebody obviously purchasing fucking verses from Scum. This guy is his name is called Blood Spits. And the song is called Coast to Coast Violence. And, this is for all my LSP heads out there. I know a lot of you motherfuckers are down with that shit. I mean, I'm not really the biggest fan, but I respect the hustle. And I know Scum has had his record label for like 20 years. So, he's still going strong. I really like Insane Poetry's new album. I fuck with that. But that came out a couple weeks ago, and we already talked about that one.
No, those guys are cool. I was in Denver for a while, and those guys are definitely holding it down out there and have a big scene, and much love to them. The only thing I just don't appreciate is like this graphic. It's just like their graphics are just that. They're fucking graphic.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just now actually paying attention to it. Sometimes I'm not even like
they're always striking.
Yeah, that's a little explicit.
Yeah, just a hair.
Hey, it's like we got the first female Joker's card. Women are taking over, and then Scum's like, hold up, I got a graphic single.
Yeah. Let me snuff you, bitch.
Coast to coast violence.
Good shit, Scum.
But we are forever thankful for Scum's help after DCG-Con was shut down.
Dude, that was an epic night. I'm sorry, ICP at the Roxy, little tiny motherfucking theater was an epic moment of my life I will never forget. So thank you.
Really fucking dope. And a lot of Carnival Spirits homies are like ride or die LSP fans, and so I always want to show love when he drops stuff, because I know that's what my audience likes. You guys like bloody gore shit, Yep.
And that's okay.
All right, second to last on this list, Cage who also has dabbled with juggaloism, or at least he's been on that cipher with ICP. And this collab is called Dead Souls 2021. Whoever this guy is that he's making this song, it is not English. It is not. It's like Russian or
Savior Elohim. I fucking love that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, he's rapping in another language, so it's completely over my head. And then Cage comes in and does a verse.
That one up too.
Yeah, definitely. It's you can see how it's spelled right there. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I think it's Savior Elohim.
All right. Yeah, you did a better job than I was in my head.
I could be wrong though. I don't know.
I butcher, names all the time. I have a hard time saying words. Sometimes speaking isn't my best, my best suit. And then lastly, for new music, and I don't even know why Cassidy keeps showing up on my radar, but because I'm not even following Cassidy. I don't even know who Cassidy is, but this track's pretty good. It's called In the Field. It's him with Young Balance and King YOB. YOB music. So it's it's some street shit, it's some hip hop. And I mean, I've heard of Cassidy, but so I listened to it, and this song made a nice even 20 on the list. I was like, perfect, 20 songs or 20 releases to cover today. And now we're done. So that was the new music segment of the show. I think let me just check the list again. So
I love the background. I don't know who drew all these wizards and all this wonderful stuff, but it's.
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you said that, because that's a great segue. A great segue to tell you who drew this, and to also surprise. Like I have surprise. We have surprises. We have an announcement to make. And I don't know. I don't know if we should do it now or
whatever's clever.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit like I'm so eager to do everything that I need to do here. But let me pull up the Instagram one more time, because the answer to your question is these illustrations were done by Lakeland Lunacy. Lakeland Lunacy is just the illest dude, and he's blessed us with all this artwork. This is just like a collage that I put together of different pieces he's done for Carnival Spirits and me. The only thing on the page here that he didn't do is the BeastMasteR show logo in the middle. I made that. And,
okay.
But yeah, so he's always making artwork for Juggalos and for the YouTube community and for ICP, and
I think he just followed me on Instagram recently, because I've been definitely following him. But I think recently he shot me a follow, and definitely dope shit. 2 days ago started following. So
yeah, check this out. I showed this a little earlier, but this is his newest work. The fucking Tiger, inspired by Shaggy and the Creepshow's antics.
Yep, I love it. I love it.
And then, of course, I already talked about D Lyrical's birthday, and he made this for the homie D Lyrical.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, no, good shit. I love artistic juggalos. They're my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, if I scroll down here, we'll find more. He has done, like, here's one he did for Carnival Spirits years ago. So talented, and he put like all the juggalos as marshmallows. It's and of course our mascot is the gnome, and
yep.
And so he's always doing this crazy shit. This one he surprised us with.
I love that.
On New Year's Eve. Yeah, he did this for us and showed it to us on New Year's Eve. And what a way to fucking start 2021 with this fucking like, have no confusion. This is going to be a t-shirt, and we're going to be make this available.
I want.
Yeah, me too. I want to make it a t-shirt just so I can have one, but I'll make it available for anybody who wants it. And so I had to, use this as a segue, because he actually fucking sent me new artwork that no one's seen yet. and I'm going to share it with you guys right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and so let's open this back up. And all right, so the first, he sent me a few things. Here's the first one. Let me get rid of this. And so boom, he made this for me, a rhino with my fucking hair. And,
Oh my God, I love it.
And the BeastMaster chain, and just the hand with the eye, and the
I
magic.
love the hand. The hand with the eye is sick.
So fucking dope. Thank you so much, Lakeland Lunacy. And then he made this other version too. So there's two of them here. And yes, you are going to see these guys implemented into the background here next week.
I love it.
And, I'll probably turn these into t-shirts too, because I need to get some BeastMaster show merch out there. A couple people have been asking me if there's shirts available. So you guys asked, I will abide. I'll make some shirts. Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. And so I'll show you the other one later, okay? I really want to do some more music stuff right now, but just know that Lakeland Lunacy is constantly fucking flipping wigs with his work. And
hell yeah, keep it up, homie.
Yeah, later at the end of the show, I'm going to show you I'm going to debut another Lakeland Lunacy fucking masterpiece, and you guys are going to fucking love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the next thing on the list that I would like to talk about is, okay, I'll let you choose, because we can either do the Valentine's Day art. I have a Valentine's Day artwork thing to show, and then I also have my top 20 love songs on account of Valentine's Day. And it really just came to me this week. I was like, holy shit, like, let me just go look on Spotify, all my favorite artists, and let me see if I can pull like my favorite love song from each band. And sure enough, with the quickness, I filled a playlist of 20 fucking songs. So I would like to share with you guys, and this is legit, like my favorite bands and my favorite love songs by these bands.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that, and then we also have my mail. I'm going to open mail, and so I'm really excited to show all this stuff off. I can't even decide which one to do next. So you choose, the legal. What you want to see? My mail? You want to see my favorite? Yeah, the mail.
Yeah, I want to see what you got in the mail.
All right, cool. So let me get that out of here and get this poster. All right. And it's cool. I've been saving this package specifically for this episode. Every week I open my mail with my BeastMaster Swiss Army knife.
Dope.
All right. Are you familiar with Dead Canvas?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So I got a shirt from Dead Canvas, and
oh my God, I can't wait to see what it is. I fucking love all of the content they put out, all the artists. My girl Jasmine is with them, and oh my God, such good shit.
Yeah, I got Jasmine's Shaggy shirt.
Yes, I wanted to get the hoodie, and I didn't get it in time, but she's so talented. I love her. Such a good friend, such a good artist.
Yeah, and I don't know her that well, but we did. I did meet her in person at the last in-person gathering. Saw her out by main stage, and me and Scotty Balls got a selfie with her, and she's awesome. Like I seriously am such a fan of Juggalo artists, and so Dead Canvas is like my new favorite thing. And
it's a great collective of current Juggalo artists that are doing shit, and they're all making great stuff. So I'm all about it.
All right, so here we go.
Hey,
let me just make sure there's nothing lost in the bag. And they do such a good job. The quality of their shirts is the best.
Yeah,
it really is. Dead Canvas does not skimp. I don't know. Sometimes you get shirts and it's just like, I don't know. But so here's some flyer that it came with, and it's got all the artists' fucking information on here.
Dope.
And, you got Picasso, Tim Young, Tom Wood, love Tom Wood shit.
Yep.
Mr. J Rock, Jamie, Izzy, Jasmine, wow, they actually like blacked out 2 names. They must have lost a couple members.
Oh, it's like that sometimes.
Hey, you know what? We've had to do that on Carnival Spirits too.
Yep.
And then here, Boppo the Clown.
Hey, what up, Boppo?
Here is a sticker of Boppo's dead fucking piece.
That's dope.
This is a Boppo sticker.
That's dope.
And the shirt that I got, pardon me as I go full screen for a minute, but this is a Boppo original for Dead Canvas. Look at the detail of this slimy, eyeball-y, fucking super fucking like 3D almost. It's like mesmerizing. Like, look at this. I see like ghouls' faces. It's all dripping like acid art. I see fucking teeth and fucking, what is it, fingers, maggots. There's so much going on in this. I see like ghosts and pumpkins and fucking just fucking so sick. So I had to obviously support Boppo's first merch drop on Dead Canvas.
Yeah, I'm impressed. That is amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Boppo. You know, I remember when I first started following Dead Canvas, because those guys are so cool, and I was actually parked right next to them in the parking lot party situation at the last gathering, and so I actually talked to them, and you know, I met them in person. That, you know, and so it's just, you know, getting to know them, following their progress, and seeing how they're promoting all the artists, and everyone's getting, you know, they're doing raffles or waffles, and, you know, all these exclusive drops. It's just fucking awesome. And so I was advocating for Boppo to join them, and then he joined them. And I swear, like, I was one of the first people to cheerlead that on, and it really happened. So I'm so glad that Boppo has this opportunity in this community now to help him shine, because he's been one of the dopest, you know, Juggalo artists I've known for 20 years now, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to start to see him actually like putting out shirts and stuff. So this one's for you, Boppo. I'll be waiting for this on next week's episode.
Yeah, I might have to cop one of those too, Boppo. I gotta get on my shit. Oh, the back too. Oh, sold.
Yep. Dead Canvas. Boom. Dead.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love Boppo too. Like I said, he was one of my first Juggalo gathering homies, and we every time we see each other, it's the same shit. And it's like, it's almost like no time has passed. I really don't feel like we've even aged. Like, we still see each other, and it's still like the same as it ever was. So
he really is one of the most genuine, like, sincere, and I don't know, like, he's like the quintessential Juggalo is what I call him.
Really, I mean, everybody knows him. And even if you don't know him, you've seen him around, you know?
Yeah. And he's one of the 2 personal friends of mine that I know who have been to every fucking gathering. Him and Kung Fu Mikey.
Yup. I mean, yeah, can't forget about Mikey, and, you know, they're fucking mass. You know, they're mass Juggalos. They're local. So
the Massachusetts Juggalo community. Like, every time I go to a Juggalo show in New England, and I just see, like, wow, like, y'all are still showing up too. There's a bunch of
It's special. Like, Worcester is such a big clown town, and I think one of the biggest reasons we all still go to shows is because, you know, we all want to just see each other. Right. We all just want to hang out and see each other, because it's been fucking years, you know, that we've been all connecting and doing this, and we're just continuing to do it. So
hell yeah. So yeah, I was really excited. Like, I bought this shirt like a pre-order, you know, and then when it finally came, I was doing the BeastMasteR show, and I've been opening 1 package per show, and this package has been sitting here forever. Like, I've been dying to open it, but
well, I'm glad you finally did.
Yeah, and I knew that when I had this episode locked down with you as a guest, I told myself, this is the episode. Well, I'll open that because I know you know Boppo.
Dope.
And I have another shirt from Dead Canvas back there that I'll open maybe next week. Actually, no. Next week we're doing Shade's EP, his Lover Boy Valentine's Day heart-shaped box giveaway. So that other Dead Canvas shirt's going to have to wait another week because I'm only doing one giveaway per week. Yeah, we got to do a giveaway too on this show eventually. But let's jump into the next segment, which is going to be. All right, you want to see my Valentine's Day art, or do you want to get into my top 20 favorite love songs?
Let's get into the love songs.
All right. So again, this is that's not the right one.
I'm gonna smoke. I hope you don't mind if I smoke.
No, not at all. Light it up. And I'm gonna try and keep this quick because again, I'm going to give you guys the link. Ooh, what you got there?
So just a real quick little commercial break. Nova Farms, the dispensary that I run. So I am a proud general manager of the best and biggest dispensary in Massachusetts, Nova Farms. We're in Attleboro. Anyone 21 plus, valid ID, come see us. But yeah, we do these little 5-packs of joints. We do blunt packs. We do our own rosin. I mean, we do some crazy shit. So if you like weed and you live in Rhode Island or Mass, you better come holler at your girl. So. Oh,
definitely. And that is such a dope job, by the way. Yo, CPO, yes, that is the Boppo you met in Vegas. He is the one and only infamous Boppo the Clown.
Hi, CPN.
And yeah, Tom Wood will steal your woman.
I know Tom Wood is like daddy as fuck.
Yo, shout out to CPN and Roxy Red. You know, I just I couldn't be happier for you guys. You know, linking up and getting married on the 17th last year. I saw you guys celebrating your anniversary last month. For real, like you guys are probably going to have a great Valentine's Day. Maybe I'm a little jealous being single this year, but it doesn't matter because I am going to. This is a legit list of my personal top 20 favorite love songs. And so when you share your music, you're like sharing a part of your soul. You know what I mean? So you might say that this is like an application to date me. Like these are the songs that I fucking vibe to. And I don't care if they're embarrassing. Like I could give a fuck.
Excited. I'm excited to see what songs you pull out right now.
All right. So we're going to start. All right. And this again, I just shit. I just went through my Spotify.
I love
alphabetical order. So I started at the top and I'm like, there's got to be a love song from 311. And and you know what? There's a couple, not many, but there's a couple. And the one that I had to go with because I'm a huge 311 fan.
Same.
I know you are. I know you are. And I tell you, the other juggalo out there who fucking loves 311, everybody knows Suicide. Suicide is like the 311 mark.
He really is.
Shout out to Suicide. That's my boy.
Homie.
But look, I thought about it and I'm like, yeah, there's this song, there's that song, but I got to go with My Stony Baby from their debut album. It's not all of these songs are like love songs. Some of them are just, you know, some of them are ballads. Some of them are kind of sappy, but this one's actually fucking fresh. Like it's,
I love this.
My Stony Baby. And guys, I will drop the link to the playlist so you can listen to these songs, but I'm going to do it after I'm done. So you guys can't look ahead and cheat. Okay.
You know, I'm going to be bumping that shit all Valentine's Day. So
yeah, nice. Yeah. This is a playlist for y'all to bump tomorrow. And so My Stony Baby is first on the list. All right. Next, from Aerosmith's most recent album, Music from Another Dimension. I believe it came out in 2012. Really a shame that they haven't put out music in like almost a decade because I really love Aerosmith. As you can see, I fucking jacked their logo for the BeastMasteR.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me just pull this up. So, you know, Aerosmith actually has a lot of love songs, you know. In fact, their very first #1 hit was from the soundtrack of Armageddon. You know, like you think like they've been around forever, and they didn't have a #1 song until the late 90s. That's fucking
crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that was their first #1. Crazy.
Yeah, but this song is called "Can't Stop Loving You," featuring Carrie Underwood, and everybody knows Carrie Underwood is the America's Got Talent winner that has gone on to make a huge career of herself. I'm not gonna lie, American Idol. She sounds better than Steven Tyler on this track, and Steven Tyler is the legend. So, but I'm a huge Aerosmith mark. I don't give a fuck. I listen to them a lot. But I got my favorites. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I cherry pick all my favorites. I make playlists. I really do surround myself with music. That it keeps me alive. But "Can't Stop Loving You" featuring Carrie Underwood. And this is not in my order of like least to most favorite. This is literally alphabetical. We went from 311 to A, Aerosmith. Next, we got Alice Cooper.
Yes, look at
Alice
that.
Cooper, who's like 72 years old and still fucking making music. But this album, Trash, came out in
I fucking love it.
It came out in '89, and actually, it's funny because this actually features Steven Tyler doing a little harmony, and the song is called "It's Only When." Oh man, that's a typo. I'm sorry. I gotta fix that. It's not "My Heart." It's just "It's Only." Oh, it is "My Heart." Is my heart talking?
Hey, are you stoned?
No, I should be though. Oh, I know it's not "It's." That's what's wrong. I knew there was something wrong when I looked at that. Only "My Heart Talking." Okay. This is a good love song. Alice Cooper is the GOAT in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
All right, now this is a band called Arthur Buck, and Arthur is the singer, and Peter Buck is the guitar player from REM. REM is one of my favorite bands. So when they broke up like 10 years ago, it crushed me. But they all kind of went off to do solo projects. This album is amazing. Oops, I just jumped ahead. Oops, what am I doing?
You're stoned.
I'm getting all excited here. But Arthur Buck's got a song called "Until Your Love Is Gone." Oh, "Before Your Love Is Gone." Shit.
Smoke another one.
Not even smoking. Or
I'm just kidding. I love.
I made this. I obviously typed all these out without looking at the track list, like by memory. So the song is called "Before Your Love Is Gone," and honestly, just because the word "love" is in the title, like that's why it made the list. I don't even really know if it's a love song. It actually, I think, is a lot deeper. This album is amazing. I highly recommend it. It's just a fucking dope album. All right, next. I'm a big Beck fan. Sometimes Beck's albums miss me, but a lot of times, he raps, he sings, he's got many flavors.
He plays like all the instruments too, supposedly.
Yeah, he's like an idiot savant, Yeah. And he's a Scientologist, so he might be a little fucking crazy, but that's okay. I like crazy artists,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the song, I probably fucked up the title, but it's called "Think I'm in Love." Yeah, I definitely fucking added an extra word in there. It's not.
Well, it's actually just a letter, but
Yeah, I just added one extra I. So "Think I'm in Love." Obviously when I'm looking at my favorite Beck songs, I'm cruising through and I'm like, oh, the word "love" is in there. Boom, made the list. That's how I made my list, And I am a big Beck fan though. All right, next, Def Leppard. Remember, alphabetical order here. This is legit one of my favorite Def Leppard songs. And Def Leppard, it's like 75% of their songs are fucking love songs, but this one's the best. It's called "Stand Up and Kick Love into Motion." And obviously I forgot the end, the bracket there, so I had to fix that. But yeah, this is from the Adrenalize album. you know, the first album they made after their guitar player Steve Clark died. Very sad, you know, alcohol poisoning. You know, they had a lot of bad luck. Their drummer lost an arm, then they lost their guitarist, but they kept persevering. And Adrenalize was my shit back in like '91, and this by far is like one of my favorite Def Leppard songs. Happens to be a love ballad. Next is Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin is classic, and the song "Hey Hey, What Can I Do?" It is one. There's no question mark in it, so let me just get rid of that. But "Hey Hey, What Can I Do?" I believe wasn't even on the actual album. I think it was like a B-side from one of the singles. But I first heard it when I picked up Led Zeppelin's box set, like in the early '90s. It was one of the first CDs I ever purchased was Led Zeppelin's box set.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's my mom's favorite band, so I fucking love Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, I really fucking vibe to like 70s rock, Aerosmith.
It was heavy. That shit was heavy for that time. They had disco, they had Motown, but like before that shit popped off, there wasn't that heaviness. That is what spawned heavy metal and even fucking Juggalo shit. You know what I mean? Like,
it was controversial. Like I could have put that song "A Whole Lot of Love" on there. There were accusations of like subliminal messages of like worshiping the devil in that song.
yeah.
My favorite. This song is absolutely one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs. I associate it with like my biggest high school crush. You know, the girl that got away, the one that I had the crush on that I never. Like,
you never had the balls to actually talk to or whatever.
Oh my God, we were like friends. I was like in the friend zone. Like that was like my big friend zone situation that it sucked. That, you know what I mean? That she was dating other dudes and.
Hey, what can you do?
Yeah. Hey, what can you do? Yeah, I'm serious. Song I associate with her still to this day. I think about it and I'm like, oh, I love this song, but fuck her. No, I hope she's doing well wherever you are. All right, now Leonard Cohen. I don't even know why I bought this CD because this CD is old. It's from like '77. This came out before I was born, and yeah. So Leonard Cohen had kind of like a popular rise in the '90s when some of his music ended up on Natural Born Killers soundtrack, along with like Rage Against the Machine and 9-Inch Nails. And
Yep, that's how I remember hearing his music for the first time was because of that fucked up movie.
yeah, you know, so Oliver Stone, you know, makes great movies, and I'm actually rewatching Cheers reruns right now with Woody Harrelson as Woody the bartender. But Harrelson really was a breakout movie star in that movie, and you got Rodney Dangerfield playing the abusive father to just so many things about that movie. But the soundtrack to that movie was pretty fucking ill, and this actually kind of was something that me and my parents bonded over related to each other with because they loved Leonard Cohen's early stuff. And here I am getting into Leonard Cohen in my teens so I love the song from this album called True Love Leaves No Traces. It actually has like an elevator music vibe to it. It's kind of corny. It's probably the corniest track on this list, but I don't give a fuck. I love it. I followed his career all the way until when he passed away a few years ago, and I actually got to see him live with my parents.
I didn't know what he looked like, but he's a handsome man in this photo. So
he was like, I don't even know who to compare him to, but he was like a heartthrob. Like he has a deep, raspy voice, and he did love songs.
The man's man.
Yeah, he has some good shit. So. But again, I don't give a shit if anybody likes or doesn't like the music I'm into. I'm putting it all on the table here. This is my shit, you know. Valentine's Day is only one day of the year, and
yeah, thank God.
All right, now Michael Jackson.
Yes,
I won't even front. I am a big Michael Jackson fan. And remember the time.
Oh, yes. You
fell in love. Do you remember the time? Yeah, when we first met. So this was like a no-brainer. I looked at my Michael Jackson favorites, and I was like, oh, this is the one. hands down.
I love that video too. It was all Egyptian and they were all dancing. And,
Eddie Murphy.
yeah, dude. There was all sorts of famous people. And no, I fucking love that shit.
Yep.
But
Mike Jackson, his history double album, you know, the first disc was all like the greatest hits. The second disc was all new stuff, and this was on that second disc. So this is actually one of my favorite Michael Jackson releases. It has like a ton of fucking dope songs on it. You know, Stranger in Moscow. He did that Scream duet with Janet. Yes, fucking,
I love that song too. That's a
they don't
dope song.
really care about us. You know that one.
Oh, dude, that is such a conscious song, and he was such a conscious individual. I think he was stifled, and I think he was controlled and manipulated pretty much up until his death. And you know, it's a sad story, but God, that dude's music, fucking epic, so
Right.
epic.
Influential as fuck, and yeah, his music will live on for real. So next on my list is you know, Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Boston band, one of the greatest ska bands of all time, if not the greatest. You might know them from their small cameo in the movie Clueless. Maybe you heard that song. The impression that I get, that literally is the only song anybody knows from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, but they got a million other fucking good songs. And from a jackknife to a swan, they got a track called 7 Ways to Sunday that is like a finger snapping harmonica fucking jam where Dickie Barrett is just like, you know, looking for love. 7 Ways to Sunday. It's so fucking sick. They got a really nice. They're one of my favorite bands to see.
I can't wait to hear this playlist. Honestly,
I was like, you know what? I'm going to share this list. But if you don't hear these songs, it's kind of pointless. Like, because if you don't hear these songs, you're not going to know the freshness. But they all got their own vibe, and this one is probably one of the best songs on this list. Like, for real, you will want to hear the song more than once.
hell yeah! Thank you for sharing.
No doubt. All right, next, Motley Crue. I was a Crue head before I was a Juggalo. And, you know, what can I say about Motley Crue except you know, it could have been Without You from Dr. Feelgood, but I got to be honest and say that on this album from, I think, 2000, 99, 2000, this was during the era where Tommy Lee actually left the band to go solo and do his Methods of Mayhem shit. And they had like the drummer from Hole to fill in for him on tour. And, oh, I'm sorry, that was just one show. They actually had Ozzy Osbourne's drummer, Randy Castillo. No, not. Yeah, Randy Castillo. He soon after this record passed away from stomach cancer, but you know, he filled in for Tommy Lee, did an amazing job on this record, and it's the title track. New Tattoo is actually a ballad written by Mick Mars, and it's a beautiful song, and it deserves a spot on my top 20 because I had to have a Motley Crue song on the list, and there's a few to choose from, but I chose this one because it's really dope. Yeah, Crue heads are the best. Fuck the rest.
I used to get down with some Motley Crue.
Hell yeah. Again, really fun live. All right, so this is a weird one. This is a weird one because this is like a super group, and I don't even know who's in the band. Like, I think some of the members of Mumford's and Sons, is that a thing? Like, I don't even know who they are. But so this is a group of people that got together and they call themselves the New Basement Tapes. That's the name of the band, okay? And what it is they found the music sheets and the lyric sheets of old Bob Dylan songs that never got recorded from the early days before Bob Dylan like actually made records. He had all these songs written, and so they took these songs and they recorded them.
Wow.
And the whole album, like, there's a couple different tracks, like different versions of the same song, like 3 versions of a song, but on this album, there's like 4 fucking songs that I love, and I have them on repeat. And one of them is called Kansas City, and it's kind of like an unrequited, or it's kind of like Hey, what can I do? You know, it's like it's a song about a woman that doesn't love you back, I think, is what it is. But it's really dope. And you know, if you know Mumfords and I don't know them, but I guess they're like a jam band of sorts. And the song fucking kicks ass, and it's on repeat. And I'm a Bob Dylan fan, not the biggest one, but yeah, they killed it on this fucking album on a few of these tracks. That, you know, it's weird. Like, he's got a lot of shit, Bob Dylan does, but he didn't even record all his early stuff, and someone else did. Next on the list, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne's album from mid-90s, Osmosis. And he's got a track called I Just Want You. You know, it was a toss-up between this and Mama, I'm Coming Home. But yeah, this one definitely like won by an inch. You know, in my opinion, it's the better song. Even though Mama, I'm Coming Home was like a #1 hit for him. But yeah, this whole album, Osmosis, is fucking stellar. And I Just Want You. All right. PJ Harvey, probably my biggest crush in music, is a British singer-songwriter from the 90s. So she's probably pushing 50 now. But this album here actually was turned on to by Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue. He used to write in blogs, and he was like, I can't stop listening to PJ Harvey's Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea. And so I checked it out based on that recommendation. And this song, You Said Something, is like fucking probably like the most listened to song on Spotify. PJ Harvey has been at the top of my fucking top 5 Spotify for like the past 2 years. And this song is probably like the most heard song. I can't stop listening to it. It's fucking amazing. And I think last week I just actually shared, because she's doing demo releases of all her stuff, and she actually released the old demo version of this, but the original is the superior version. But yeah, I'm a huge PJ Harvey mark. Polly Jean, she can get it. And all right, and another one of my favorite bands of all time, REM. Again, it was a toss-up because their most popular fucking #1 hit, Losing My Religion, is actually a love song. But this song from New Adventures in Hi-Fi, Be Mine, is by far the greatest fucking, one of my favorite fucking REM songs. This is my favorite REM album from beginning to end. It's so fucking long and chock full of songs that they wrote while they were on the road touring for the Monster album. And that's like the 95 is when I fell in love with live music. When I saw REM live, you know, when I saw ICP live a couple years later, you know, I basically became a concert junkie. And
Wait, was it, did you see them on the Monster tour?
I did. I saw them 3 times on the Monster tour.
Okay. Was one of them in Providence?
You know, maybe. I actually went and saw them in New York City, and then I saw them at Great Woods.
Yep.
It was still Great Woods.
Yep.
And, I don't remember where I saw them the 3rd time. It might have been Providence.
Yeah, because my mom took me. I was in 7th grade, and my mom took me to see REM on the Monster tour.
I might have been. You know what? I got to check out my concert stubs. Concert stubs are going to be a topic on a future BeastMaster show. One day I'm going to do a show and tell of all my concert stubs.
Yeah, no, maybe I'll make a guest appearance because I save all that shit too.
Well, I hope so, because every guest on the BeastMaster show is welcome back whenever you like to make cameo appearances. So you definitely can join me on the ticket stub show and tell episode. Yeah, we'll have to plan that. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm a huge REM mark. Michael Stipe is one of my favorite all-time singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
I'm just enamored.
It was a dope show. I was blown away. I'm like, these guys fucking rock.
Well, the thing is that I got into them during the Green era in '88, and they were touring for that album, but then they didn't tour again until '95.
Yeah.
So for Out of Time and Automatic for the People, they just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, catching #1 hits.
Yep.
They weren't touring.
Yep.
So by the time they were ready to tour again, I was a fucking more than ready to go to them. And then I just kind of like, I started going like 20 concerts a year. It was ridiculous. And obviously ICP was in the mix. I mean, it's just funny how life goes. Like, you know, I really kind of like fell in love with the concert scene because of these great bands and the performances they gave.
Absolutely. I miss it. It's like you said, it's therapy. It's cathartic. I miss it more than anything in this COVID era that we're in right now. Concerts.
No doubt. And, I'm sorry I can't read the chat while I'm doing this, but I see a lot of people, showing Legal love. I'll scroll through this a little later and pull out some more. But, shout out to Leroy, Brooklyn Menace.
Everyone.
Yeah, everybody who's still watching. Wow, we got way more viewers now. All right, let's keep this list going because we got more to talk about. Next on the list is Tesla. Tesla is one of their greatest songs of all time. It's called "What You Give." It's not the love you take; it's the love you give. Really beautiful song. It was a toss-up between this and another one, but I won't waste your time with the runner-ups. But by far, "What You Give" is one of the greatest songs ever written. Tesla is a great guitar band. All right, Tired Pony is just another Peter Buck side project after REM broke up. Guitars for REM. I think the lead singer of this group is from like Snow Patrol. I don't know them too much, but I think that's who that is. They got a song called "All Things All at Once." I'm obsessed with it. I probably listen to this song like just as much as I listen to PJ Harvey. It's fucking amazing. But I'll fuck with anything that Peter Buck does. And he does a lot of collaborative projects with other people, some of them better than others. There's like 3 songs on this album, The Ghost in the Mountain, that I really fucking dig. And All Things All at Once is another one of those like I Love You, You Don't Love Me back songs, I think. All right. Next, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Now, I'm a huge Tom Petty fan. Rest in power.
Yes.
But, he's got so many fucking good songs, and a lot of them are love songs. But the one I went with, is You and Me off of The Last DJ. And I highly recommend this whole album for one. But this song is like, it's uplifting. It's positive. It's like You and Me. I'm not going to quote the fucking song, but it's just this. You know what I mean? Like I want whatever relationship inspired this song. You know what I mean? Like,
nice,
fucking good. All right, and of course we're almost at the end here. We're going alphabetically. Vince Neil, when he went solo, he put out his solo album before Motley Crue could put out an album without him. And on this record, he's got a track called Forever that just bangs. And I'm just all about Motley Crue, all members, all solo projects. And I fuck with Vince Neil solo stuff. I've seen Vince Neil perform solo a bunch of times.
Nice.
He got his plastic surgery and reality TV shows, and he got his tattoo shop, and he's got his hustle going on, and he's got his fucking porn star wife or whatever she is. But I really don't focus on these superstars' personal lives. Like, I don't give a fuck what these guys are doing when they're not on the job. I'm here for the music, guys. All right. And Forever is a beautiful fucking song. And last but not least, Warrant. Everybody knows Warrant from Cherry Pie. They were the end of an era for 80s hair bands.
Yep.
The very next record they put out after Cherry Pie was this thing called Belly to Belly Volume 1. It did horribly. Like, no one gave a fuck about Warrant anymore. And this album it's okay. There's like a couple songs I really love, but this is like one of the best songs by them of all time. It's called Letter to a Friend. And it's like a breakup song. This is like a letter to a friend, meaning like, all right, we couldn't make this work, but let's go our separate ways in peace. And you know what I mean? Like I got to find my joy, and I hope you find yours too. It's, it's like, hey, just before you go, I just want to let you know it's okay. I got to find mine, you find yours. It's a beautiful song. Janie Lane, rest in peace, had a fucking stellar voice. I was privileged to see Warrant a few times live, and they were just the shit. So that's my top 20 love songs of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was kind of fun to share that. I'm not embarrassed at all. In fact, I'm going to share the fucking link with you guys right now. I'm going to put it in the chat, and I'll put it in the description of these videos. so that you guys can check it out if you want to. No pressure, you know. But here it comes. So I'll even write it in the, so that way when you see the link on Facebook and YouTube, you'll know what it is. It's TJ's top 20 love songs. Link. Boom. There you go. You're welcome. And while I'm at it, for the first time ever, I'll actually share the BeastMaster Show playlist with all of the new music that came out. And let's see, BeastMaster Show. Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'll just share the link with no description, because this is the playlist that I populate every week. If you want to bookmark this link, then you will know what next week's songs are going to be. You know, because I'm using the same playlist every week to talk about new music. So, anyways, there's those links. Yeah, that was kind of fun. So, look, we only got a couple more things to do. I opened my mail. Now, Lakeland Lunacy has blessed me with so much fresh artwork, and I actually have some really talented artists that are coworkers of mine, and I actually commissioned one of my coworkers to draw a portrait of me that I could use as a Valentine's Day card. Like, you know how back in school, like everyone would just exchange Valentine's Day cards with everybody, and everyone would get one from everybody. And, you know, I just thought, like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna share Valentine's Day. Okay. So this is all right, let's see here. Which one do I show first? Like, I really only had time to think of a few different captions, because, all right, I'll just show this one first.
Oh my God. How cute is that?
I don't know what I was thinking. Like, when I came, it's basically because it's a newer coworker of mine, and I discovered how ill she is at art. And she was, you know, taking commissions. And I was like, yo,
I love it. It's so cute.
I saw the self-portrait she did of her and her husband, and I was like, yo, can you do one of me like that, in that style? And I'm like, make it so I'm holding a candy heart that I can change the expression on, you know, and then I can, like, I'm giving a candy heart to people. And so I kind of, you know, I was like, all right, now I got to think of expressions for the candy heart. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Like, all right, I guess I'll just do some typical ones, like, oh, yeah, you're it. You know, that's, you know, you didn't see that written on a candy heart back in the day, but that's what it would say these days, right?
Yeah.
All right, now these are going to get fucking silly. And again, if you guys have any suggestions, let's have some viewer participation here. Tell me what you think the candy heart should say. But I only came up with a few. This one's not that fucking funny, but you know, I figure, again, I'm not taking myself too seriously here. I really just wanted to make you guys laugh. And tomorrow on Valentine's Day, I'm going to pick one of these to be my profile image on Facebook. I'm going to share a few of them on Instagram. You know, I paid for this portrait, and I'm showing it off, goddammit.
Yeah, no, it's dope. I love it.
All right, so this one's really fucking bad. Like, I was running out of ideas. I don't know. In other words, this is like me trying to do like safe for work stuff, whereas I think the next couple are not going to be.
Oh, there you go.
I couldn't resist. It fit too perfectly in the heart. Yeah, so shout out to 2 Live Crew. All right, this one I'm really proud of. I thought this was clever as fuck, because you know, how do you advertise that you're ready for love in a post-pandemic situation? I'm COVID-free to date.
I mean, it is a good criteria to meet.
Right, exactly. And then last but not least, I couldn't resist. Again, I got jokes, people. So if I can laugh at myself, you guys can too.
Oh, Lord. There you go.
All right. So
No.
that being said, you know what? I'm basically I don't want to sell myself too big. You know what I mean? And that is my Thank you guys. I appreciate the emoji laughing. All right. So, you guys want to know what the big announcement is? Is that what you want to know? Well, maybe it's time for that. In fact, yeah, we have nothing left to do but make a big announcement, and we're going to play a BeastMasteR song, and we're going to do a giveaway. So we should probably announce the giveaway first so that we can let people enter the giveaway. And that means you motherfuckers, if you want free shit, you got to tell us right now. Mr. Nobody Man, you have already entered. And we talked about this beforehand. So, Illegal, would you like to let the people know what they have in store?
Yes, so the giveaway is going to be a free one-on-one tarot reading with me. We can do it through Zoom. We can do it through telephone. I can pre-record it and send it to you, whatever you're most comfortable with. But yeah, if you want a free tarot reading from me, let us know if you want to join that. And then I think I have a couple CDs kicking around that maybe I could mail out to the winner as well.
Word.
Yeah, so I have two. I think I have Illegal and Wings, both of my albums. Like I only have a couple left of each one. So they're pretty rare, but yeah, I'm definitely trying to give those away to the winner. So good luck.
All right. So right now we've got Nobody Man, Jazz, and Ivy Killa. Shout out to Ivy Killa. He won last week's giveaway, and
Nice.
it hasn't been sent out yet. But I'm gonna kind of get a couple of weeks under the belt and send all my prizes out in one visit to the post office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. Again, we've got 25 people watching live. All of you guys can enter to win this free tarot reading.
Yeah, and just so you know, it's going to be the Dark Carnival tarot too. So, if you are a juggalo, you will definitely enjoy the reading from all these beautiful juggalo-related characters and entities. So, yeah.
Yep. And yes, John Miller, you're in. Yeah, everyone who wants in, you just let us know right now. You're in. That's how you enter. You just say you want in. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. So we got John Miller here. I'm putting you all in the wheel. If you don't know, what we're going to do is we're going to spin a wheel. Here, I'll show you the wheel. Because I really like this method of randomized picking. It's really fucking convenient. And it's kind of fun to do. We're gonna spin this wheel, and one name is gonna be the chosen winner. So let's see here. All right, Danny Boy wants in. Hold on, but let me get Danny Boy. All right. Update the wheel. The wheel's looking nice.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you're in, bro. I'm just throwing this on the screen so people watching after the fact can see who actually is entering. I'm not making this up. You guys really want to win free stuff. Oh, you got a long name. Hold on. Let's see.
Wicked Juggalo.
Zero Juggalo.
No, I appreciate it, you guys. It's fun.
I get that right? No. I don't like misspelling people's names. All right. You're down. Did I miss anybody? If I did not put your name on the wheel, but you said you wanted in, say it again. Say it again, please. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Chaos, you don't want in on this? I mean, yes, Illegal is awesome, but do you want in on this giveaway?
You want Joe Tarot?
Come on, y'all. Seriously, I keep running into this issue where like only a fraction of y'all are entering my giveaways.
This tarot is not for everyone, and some
you're right. But it is also free CDs.
Yeah, free super rare illegal CDs that'll never be in print ever again. Once they're gone, they're gone.
All right, Chaos, he's in. I actually have to strong arm my audience to win free shit.
No, it really is all good.
It is all good. So, all right. Again, you guys can let me know if you want to enter this giveaway. I'm going to take the wheel down for a second. And so here's also, that's the giveaway. That's not even the special announcement. I think now we should do the special announcement. And I'm going to pull up the Photoshop one more time because to coincide with the announcement, I'm going to show off another. Oh, Callie Green wants in. All right, bro. I'll throw you on the wheel in a second. Yeah. So I guess I'll break the news. All right. Illegal and I were talking, and we have decided to collaborate. Carnival Spirits and the Illy Galaxy are going to bring the tarot readings to the Carnival Spirits channel. And we are going to debut Illegal's very first video on Carnival Spirits on Juggalo Day. So next week on the 17th, yeah, we're gonna give Illegal the platform to do what she does, to hopefully share the love with more people. And I hope you guys do subscribe to her channel, because that's the whole point of this, is to get more eyeballs on the content. But and also I just really want as many people as possible to see this shit, because I think it's fresh as fuck. So I want to officially welcome Illegal to the Carnival Spirits crew to bring her fresh tarot card readings to the channel. And we have Juggalo Day. I believe ICP does a stream on Juggalo Day. So it's good. Yours is going to debut a couple hours earlier,
Yeah.
in the afternoon, evening time.
Yeah, I'm not going to be competing with any of the Patreon stream, but yeah, it'll probably drop sometime in the evening on Juggalo Day on the Carnival Spirits YouTube. And I can't thank you guys enough for inviting me to be a part of this. And I just love this community that you guys have been building for these years, and it's really special what everyone brings to the table, all the content you guys put out and support and love. So I'm just really stoked to be a part of it, and yeah, give some messages from the carnival to people that may need it. So thank you all, much love. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. And so I mean, I've been watching your videos for the past few months now, and I've been trying to get somebody to do tarot card readings on the channel. So you're stepping up, and I'm very, very thankful that you're willing to collaborate. So here's the more future freshness.
Yes.
Yeah. And then to coincide with this collaboration, I am now very proud to also debut, and wait, let me see, I don't want to fuck this up. I am ready now to share with you the newest Lakeland Lunacy masterpiece in the spirit of all this fresh artwork that he fucking blesses the Juggalo community with. I hit him up and I told him what we were doing, and I asked him to do a piece for you. So here it is.
Oh my God.
This is I'm very, very fucking psyched to fucking show you.
Oh my God.
I think I actually have to get rid of my logo to make room for this, but here it comes. Bam.
Oh my God. No, are you fucking no, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I fucking love it.
Dude, Lakeland Lunacy, thank you so much for this fucking epic illustration of Illegal with the tarot cards and the fucking magic and the lightning.
Oh my God, I fucking love it. So I have like chills through my body. Thank you guys so fucking much.
Do you remember when I asked you what your favorite Dark Carnival tarot cards were?
Yes, yes.
one of them was the Wraith. So the card you're holding in your hand has the Wraith coming in. Everything is like popping out. Like even your stars tattoo is like coming out with the crystals, and you can see like little candles and little butterflies and little hatchets and little,
oh my God.
and so much fucking freshness here. Like with the, I don't know if you can see in the bottom of the tarot card that you're popping out of, it's got little marijuana leaves with a little wicked clown fucking hand gestures.
Oh my God. And little,
like a little Ouija board with like little lotus flowers and stuff. And yeah, this is why Lakeland Lunacy is the fucking man, because
wow.
you ask and he delivers.
Wow, I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Like it is so detailed and just so many levels of fucking fresh. I'm honored. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's fucking epic.
So, you know, this is for you because you've joined the Carnival Spirits team, and so you needed to be represented because all of us have already been drawn by him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really fucking dope. And he sent this to me a few days ago. You know, he had a little over a week to do this.
Wow.
And man, he's just fucking amazing, right?
The detail is just awesome. I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed.
Yep. So that's the special announcement. Elite Galaxy coming to Carnival Spirits. Dark Carnival tarot card readings for y'all's entertainment and for your enlightenment and for whatever you get out of it. I hope you guys check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Brooklyn
Menace, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, we definitely the Lakeland cult.
Geez, I'd say.
Yeah, everybody's fucking feeling this shit.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just. Oh, thank you guys so much. This really is just such an honor and a blessing. So much love to y'all.
All right, so now that we got that done, is there anybody else who's entering the giveaway? Again, chime in the live chat. If you already did and I missed it, it wouldn't hurt to say it again. I'm just looking real quick. Callie Green, you wanted it. All right, cool. So throw Callie Green on the wheel. And oops, I already did that. So I'm going to throw Callie Green on the wheel, and then there's nothing left to do but to choose the BeastMasteR song of the day, of the week. I always get a little nervous because, you know, out of all the music I've put out, some of this stuff isn't even on the internet. And so if I hit a song that I've never released, that means I'm going to have to actually play it from my iTunes, and then I got to upload it onto YouTube later to include on the playlist. But this is how we end every show, and it's really fun because there's 52 weeks in a year, and I have just enough music to share with y'all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I literally have enough music to play one song every weekend. And so without any further ado, you know, I got the list right here, all the songs, and I believe after I play a song, it gets removed from the list, so there will be no duplicates. And I have omitted a couple of songs that are going to be strategically played on specific episodes. So we're not spinning the wheel on every episode, just most of them. But yeah, I'm ready to do this. All right, here goes nothing.
All right.
It's a good dream.
I love the noise.
Nice.
Wow. That's very fitting because I work for Nova Farms, so of course the song would be about a farm.
Oh, this is one of my favorite songs on my album. Holy shit.
Yay.
I'm really fucking stoked about this one. All right. Very cool. Very fucking cool. Yeah. So, oh, dude, this is such a good song. It's short and sweet too. So we'll get right into that.
I love it.
What is Leroy saying? I can't enter because I'm donating a product pack as a bonus. What? I can't enter because I'm donating a product pack as a bonus to the prize winner. Oh, so you don't want to enter the giveaway. You want to actually add to the prize. That is totally fucking cool. Thank you, bro.
Okay.
That's up. All right. Well, fucking A. You know, Wicked Wood did the same thing. I was I was putting up one of Wicked Wood's albums, and then they decided to throw in charms, free Wicked Wood charm to the winner.
Oh hell yeah!
So that's really fucking fresh. All right, I'm gonna move that, and I will. You know what? Barnyard Farm is available on Spotify, but I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube because YouTube has all my music as well. BeastMaster, Rhino. Let me just Barnyard Farm. Nice. All right. So this song was inspired by, I guess, the fact that my mom grew up in Minnesota on a farm, and I spent many years visiting my grandparents on the farm, and it's like really cherished memories of mine. So there's bars on this song that are direct references to my fond memories of visiting the farm in Minnesota, and there's also some dope. I got a line in here where I say the natives call me Dances with Rhinos, which is kind of like a spin-off of that movie Dances with Wolves. And there's some Viking references in here, but it's just my Scandinavian family and my farmyard upbringing. Again, my dad grew up in Brooklyn, New York, so I also visited New York City as a kid. I got the best of both worlds as a kid. But all right, so I'm going to pull this up. After we play this song, we're going to spin the wheel and find out who wins the giveaway this week. And I'm not seeing any more entries. But again, if you want to enter to win a free tarot card reading from Illegal, say so in the chat, or forever hold your peace. All right, so here is Barnyard Farm from Rhinoglyphics.
In the barnyard farm, farmers are in charge, living large while the world's spare parts are sparse. Communities starve and celebrate the harvest, cause droughts are as long as the winter's harsh. In the barnyard farm, farmers are in charge, living large while the world's spare parts are sparse. Communities starve and celebrate the harvest, cause droughts are as long as the winter's harsh. In the barnyard farm, temperature's always rising. Don't stop the party animals from fighting. Once the die is cast, straight whisker jacks. Some of the best farmers were amongst the Vikings. In the barnyard farm, takes an honest living, territorial pissing, ad hoc religion, plain Texas hold'em under candle lighting, two laws colliding, Thor's lightning striking. In the barnyard farm, they're climbing silos. The natives call me Dances with Rhinos. Taking holes cause I'm looking for a trove of gold. I know it's hidden and protected by a wicked gnome. In the barnyard farm, they're raising crops, and the weather vane spins till the twister stops. No aliens from Mars gonna mean us harm any more than any fucking buried atom bomb. In the barnyard farm, farmers are in charge, living large while the world's spare parts are sparse. Communities starve and celebrate the harvest, cause droughts are as long as the winter's harsh. In the barnyard farm, farmers are in charge, living large while the world's spare parts are sparse. Communities starve and celebrate the harvest, cause droughts are as long as the winter's harsh. In the barnyard farm, they have awesome gardens, Funk's G hybrid sponsored auctions. You can get lost with a walking stick, find wild rhubarb fresh enough to pick. In the barnyard farm, ladybugs are ruthless, and boll weevils ain't nothing but a nuisance. Double barrel shotty toad Elmer Fudd, already fed when the rooster wakes up the sun. In the barnyard farm, freedom is expensive, but we pay it cause we don't want to be left defenseless. We are surrounded by electric fences, makes your barnyard life feel more like a sentence. Barnyard farmers are making the bread, as it was written up on Charlotte's Web. Women and children and elders need shelter in the cellar, in the barn, or in the tractor shed. In the barnyard farm, farmers are in charge, living large while the world's spare parts are sparse. Community starve and celebrate the harvest, cause droughts are as long as the winter's harsh. In the barnyard farm, farmers are in charge, living large while the world's spare parts are sparse. Community starve and celebrate the harvest, cause droughts are as long as the winter's harsh.
Yeah, Barnyard Farm off Rhinoglyphics. Yo, production by my dude Joe down in Miami. He goes by the name Instrumentals, and he produced 14 tracks off of my album. And my upcoming album is going to be exclusively produced by Instrumentals. He's one of my best friends, and he's given me beats that blow my mind. You know, it's like I am working with like just some of the beats are fucking phenomenal. I feel like I'm not even worthy, but I'm going to do my damnedest to bring it, you know? And so I'm really stoked to put out new music because, you know, I've got a little fire in me. I still got something left to share, you know? I just, it's been so long, but it's been brewing and brewing. It's like if something doesn't leave your head, you got to do something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's inspiring, and it just goes to show you it doesn't matter how much time passes or how, you know, like how much older we get. It's like, no, like there's still time to do whatever the fuck we want to do.
That's right. So I just put Barnyard Farm into the BeastMasteR show playlist, and I think there's a list to that playlist in the description of the video. You guys want to go check out all the songs I played up until this point. There are now 11 tracks on the playlist, and it's going to keep building all year long. And now all we got to do is pick a winner from the wheel, and I'm pretty stoked. You know, we're going to find out who's going to be getting themselves a free tarot card reading and some free music. So
Yeah,
bring your own drum roll. Here we go. Click to spin. Oh, you know what? I think this guy totally deserves to win because he just showed up. I think I saw a comment from him where he said he literally just came because he heard you were on the show.
Well, sweet. Thanks for tuning in. Congrats.
Yeah. So hit us up with your mailing information for those CDs, and we'll get you in contact with Illegal, and you guys can arrange your private tarot reading.
Yes, I'm excited.
Dope. Well, this has been a fantastic episode. I've just had the best time, and you know, we pretty much covered every single thing that I wanted to cover, and so I couldn't be happier. This has been just the best. Thank you so much, Illegal, for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, and I'm so excited to join forces with you guys in the future. Juggalo Day, and thank you so much, Lakeland Lunacy, for the dope art. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, and just thank you for having me, and I'm sure I'll probably be back again soon.
No doubt. You are definitely welcome back. I kind of have this open door policy where you know, all my previous guests are welcome back. They just got to let me know, you know, and
Of course.
you know, it's like sometimes I drop the link to join in the Carnival Spirits chat, and sometimes a couple of them join me, but sometimes I'm a little bit, you know, like today I knew we were not going to have any dead air or downtime, and this is going to be a chock full episode, but you know, not every guest is actually going to be able to hang for all 3 hours, and so sometimes I could use, you know, a sidekick for the second. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely. But no, it's been fun. Good times. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Juggalo Day.
Yeah, so that's the big thing is I put Juggalo Day 2021 in the title because obviously that is coming up in between now and the next episode, and so we are very much looking forward to that new Yum Yums lore, and you better believe we will be talking about that next week after we heard
Exciting times. It's good.
It is.
It's good to be a juggalo.
It is. It's always good to be a juggalo, but it's been a long time coming. I am more than ready for this next era.
Yep.
But I also got to say that the era of Fearless Fred Fury was a damn good one for me.
Oh, so good.
I really
I'll always be fighting back forever.
Yeah, for real. Like this whole like self betterment and this mentality of fighting back against whatever it is that's fucking ailing you or beating you down. Like I took that shit seriously, and I've been like all past last year I've been just focusing on getting my head right, you know, like fixing my issues. Like I've been working out, I've been fucking drinking and smoking less. I mean, I've been just dealing with my demons and kind of trying to, you know, mend relationships. And that I became an uncle, and my whole life has changed now that I see my little niece, my sister's daughter, has changed my life, and it's amazing, you know. So I just a whole new outlook and a whole new mindset, and it all started. I mean, I'm just saying, ICP's constantly giving us these words of wisdom, and the soundtrack of our lives just keeps going on and on. But I was really feeling that, man. I felt like I needed that message, you know.
Same.
I really did. And it's funny because it's been 25 years I've been rocking with the clowns, and they're still keeping shit relevant. You know, it's amazing.
Absolutely. Like I say, we're the luckiest fan base in the world. You know, we get so much, and I'm proud to be a juggalo, and I can't wait to see what this next era brings for all of us. So
yeah, no doubt. Well, hey, everybody watching still, we've got people just chiming in right now. Like, you guys are the shit. Like, thank you so much for rocking with me. In like 10 minutes, I'm going to have some dinner. And then I'm tuning into Midwest United Juggalos. They're doing their weekly Wicked web show. So they're going live. I'm probably going to be in the chat over there if you guys want to come chop it up with me. Team MUJ all day. So with that being said, we're gonna log off. And again, Illegal, thank you. I can't wait to see
thank you guys.
Yeah, your debut on Juggalo Day on the 17th. We're going to see some tarot card readings from you on the channel.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah, so I am too. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week. You know, take care, stay safe, be well, and always remember to fuck the fuck off, motherfucker.